Apparently I'm missing. I don't know where the hell some of them were.
They got lost in the move. Just like Strider and Chevron.
Yeah.
Dora, Magooker, Gillix. Chevron's gone. It Hungs.
Hungs to defeat the Hungs.
It is an incredibly musical word.
For an incredibly musical man.
I got a pop-up saying roll a concentration check and then spell unknown spell.
Have you tried?
Is it from the top of the screen?
It was just like a little pop-up box.
Yeah, just ignore it.
When I input, I can say yes or no. Should I just say no?
I refuse. Refuse. No. Refuse at all times.
All right, I'll say no.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, I think your name wrong. God, this is why I run out of these things. I just fucking spell people's names wrong, and then I have to throw the damn. Well, I probably can make that into an A. Yeah, we're good.
It's okay. I'll make sure to give you more names that have like weird symbols in them you haven't seen.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
You make like a really long name.
I was in Denuspra. I almost made a Spore Druid, and I was going to give them a really, really long name.
Enar, I need to see your face. Where is...
Okay, hold on.
Where is... Phil?
The usual.
I like to think he's actually ready at 7, but it's such a running meme at this point that he waits.
He waits a few minutes.
Yeah, that sounds right.
He just like checks his watch. It's a good time. I was actually thinking about it too. Hey,
how's that? It is a little dark in my room though. I hope that's fine.
Dude, it's like a fucking nightmarishly dark in your room.
So it's like what you said before. Now your character has to come out of the darkness.
Sounds good, man.
No, I feel like I'm setting up this group to like all get fished, and like I'm just gonna run off with like 1,000 of everyone's dollars, because when Phil was connecting to the server initially, he has to like turn off his firewall, and Chrome gives a bunch of warnings, and then I make Mike Keel install this bootleg app that like his computer hates.
I'd be surprised, Enar, if I didn't already know what your face looked like.
Yeah. Well, you know what an older or younger face looks like.
I actually know what a pretty recent face looks like.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know, recently, like, a couple years, I guess, at this point.
You look like at any moment just like a dark pair of hands could come up and just snatch you.
He's constantly paying Phasmophobia, like, no matter what.
It's lighter depending on what's on my screen, so I could just, like, do that.
I just that did that before. Hey, Phil.
Oh.
I switched to scene really quick.
Oh shit! I leaked.
I leaked, he says. Just stare out.
Big chair.
Oh, by the way, I'm streaming.
Hi, chair.
Fine. All right.
Oh wait, I wanted to show you my Jade calls it a white claw, but this is my.
I can't believe you can see that box. That's hilarious to me.
It's getting blurred out.
That came in finally and got installed.
Oh no, I'm not.
Is it your modem?
Anymore.
That's your access point?
It's a repeater, yeah. So And it's one that has a switch on the back that it's plugged into, and I'm actually hardwired right now based on the signal it's picking up. So it's not amazing, but
It's fake hardwired.
kind of, yeah.
Wait, a switch?
Well,
it's a
there's a one for LAN and one for whatever plugs into this.
No, it's a repeater plugged into a switch. You don't just have like a modem and a router or anything.
well, it has a switch on it. I think is saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so not like a network switch.
No.
Which would be the weirdest thing.
All right.
It was just like, yeah, I'm running my whole company from in here.
So it's like,
well, I'm glad we can make this happen.
Wait, Dinor was here for the last session. He could do recaps.
He could do recap. That's correct.
And that means the only number we can't have is 5. Because that's
true.
reserved for Satesh.
Eric Eternally.
I'm just glad that Ryan got the cursed position for the camera view, because that slot is always jank, no matter who goes there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Satesh, and I'm like hoping that at some point he like comes to maybe not us, but someone in the form of like there's just a bunch of ball bearings on the ground. They just shake as they like build up.
I can fix that right now, actually. Let me do that really quick, because it's gonna annoy me too, because I can't fucking see him.
I'll set my normal position.
I'm gonna try this one a little bit. I remember how long this used to take me. I'm so glad I learned what the buttons actually do in this fucking program.
usually important. So what is your third monitor reserved for, Carl?
In my
Upstairs.
It is
Kids.
Because I'm like, it's cool that you have 3, but why do you need 3?
actually a lot of reasons. When I raid, it's really useful because I can have Discord on one screen, have my raid like stuff that I need to pay attention to per boss on another screen.
I was thinking if raid didn't come up in his explanation, I'd be surprised.
One of them is pretty much dedicated to Discord. I'll tell you that right now. It's pretty much always Discord. There we go. All right. Everyone looks decent. Full screen. Cool. All right. How you guys feeling?
Ooh. 17.
Dinar, roll a d20.
Oh god, okay.
It still says I'm Shadowrun.
Wait,
if you double click on your name.
If I roll this here,
no, not
does it
double
roll
click.
for
Right
you
click
guys?
and go to user configuration.
I got it.
It'll say public roll. Do you see it right on the
Did you
bottom?
get that? Hold on.
On the bottom right, it'll say public.
Oh, wait, hold on. Where am I looking? Oh, here. Okay.
Yeah, in Foundry, not on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I did on D&D Beyond, but it said roll for like to everyone, so I didn't know if that showed up.
You can run a campaign sort of out of D&D Beyond. It just doesn't have a map or anything like
Okay,
that.
so you guys see that one, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Good start.
Oh, I gotta restart my camera because it's being stupid.
Waiting on Mr. Gora.
Fail. Philium. I win!
Nice.
Or wait. Oh, he rolled his chevron. I was like, I don't see hungs. I realized, oh wait.
Gilix, you have advantage on your first roll. Good start to the game. Is it Bezel? Bezal? What is it? What do you
Yeah,
want it to be?
sure.
Pick one.
Bezel.
Bezel. You have disadvantage on your first roll. Welcome to my game. Doesn't matter what it is. All right. Magooger, what happened last game?
We were in the Obsidian Fade room after just killing his ass. Kind of reminiscing. Our session took a while to recap, but we were in there. We were haven't saying our goodbyes to Chavron because Chavron had decided that he's gonna move on. We did a little looting. Someone took his heart. I think it was
Gilix.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean there was just a lot of talking in there. But yeah, mostly saying goodbye to Chevron.
Save the dragon.
Yeah. Save the dragon, the do stuff. It was gonna go back and tell somebody some message Gilix had for it.
Yeah, basically just told it to say that I wasn't a failure. Which it's kind of a cranky dragon, so don't expect much out of that.
Yeah.
He got really, really lucky, and he fought actual dirt.
And then we left and met up with Catherine at the entrance.
True story.
And they actually followed us for some way as we were traveling northeast. They were helping Gilix with his plate armor he was making. And then at some point they took off to go east because we had told them about intention and that it was in that direction. We also told them about the giants to the south and they crapped themselves, but so yeah, we were heading to Strakmore and that's where we ended up. We walk in and it's a bustling metropolis, for this compared to any other city we've seen. And yeah, definitely split down. There's like definitely two different colors schemes going on. You can tell that right away. And then we come in and there's also like a display going on kind of right in the middle of the city of like slaves being strung up. And then we noticed M as one of them. And so that tipped us off, like what the hell's going on. At the same time, Hungs is being introduced. He's running from a dude.
Lady.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. You're okay.
That
a salad.
Presumably wants to hurt him a lot. Like that's all I got from that. But he was using us to hide behind, which was good. That was nice. And he didn't want to be anywhere near us. Even as cool as we are, he was like, "All right, see you later."
Kind of rude, actually.
Yeah. But he.
It wasn't safe yet. I had to stay.
Yeah, you weren't safe yet, and like some part of us piqued your interest, and I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he gave me some water.
Yep, definitely some water.
Pass again. Thank you. Jesus. Sorry. Piqued your interest.
And one thing led to the next, and he ended up being our little tour guide around the city. So we're kind of just hitting all the lettered spots that you were telling us about. There's the the faction system going on. You were telling us about the leaders, and what their opus is, I guess. And then, we visited all the landmarks. There's a giant darkness in the corner of the city that no one knows what the hell's going on with that. And which, is suspicious to us because we're here on Moon Goddess business, right? So
Even I'm here on business.
Business.
but we also are interested in what is about to happen to M. Oh yeah, it's Gora.
Yes.
Gora gave them help with a mass healing word. And I think that's what really piqued Hung's interest.
7 of them, 6 health.
Yeah.
Really gonna sway the odds.
I think it was six.
If
out
I
of-
was a
it was
betting man,
six-
I'm just saying.
It was 6 out of the 7 of them got healed, so there's just one guy who's gonna absolutely get destroyed.
I healed the 7th guy with a regular healing word. So
Oh, okay. Wait, but which one was better? Which one did you roll
I
better?
don't
for?
remember.
It matters.
It might have been the
I want to
same
know.
roll.
I want
I
to
wrote
know.
7, 6 health each, and if I did that incorrectly, I will fix it immediately.
I don't remember personally.
Yeah, neither do I.
I know that I'm wearing orange. I decided that it's gonna be a headband, like Rambo style.
Sick.
I was gonna say I'm gonna
That's
wear
how Bud
orange,
wears-
and it's
wear
just
orange.
gonna be like. It's essentially going to be what Hung's got for me, but it's gonna be wrapped around the armor a little bit, just like similarly in bands.
Gotta go get my KFC out of the air fryer. I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh. Classic Phil.
He really is the worst.
And I think you're gonna leave us, actually. You're talking about it.
Yeah, he really kept wanting to leave us because he's worried that we're gonna start shit, I think, and stand out, and make him stand out.
I was there.
True story.
There are a couple reasons for sure, but you tried to sway me with more water and upped the ante to wine.
Yeah, you're like, I'm going to need it up front, and I'm like, well, what about? Also, Carl killed a kid.
Oh yeah.
I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything. I just wrote it in.
It was just scripted, yeah.
I didn't do a damn thing. He shouldn't have ran out.
And I think Hung's got caught in like a little it's like oh, King Flynn, long may he reign. He said that like over and over to himself.
Yeah. All right. We'll pick up back where the singing stopped. The day the music died. That's what my notes. The header of this is the day the music died.
Oh god.
You guys, having found a kind of not really compatriot yet, someone that you probably found one of like 4 people that might be useful in this entire place as a tour guide specifically. You went around after everything that happened prior that got you here in the first place. You went around the entirety of this city. It gets most of the day is, I wouldn't say wasted, but most of the day is definitely over at this point. Suns start to set. And you guys are on a humble abode from a newfound sort of friend. As he drinks and hums to himself. What were you singing again? One last time?
Yep. They asked what the slaves were gonna do, or like where the slaves were taken, and They were taken to the slave pits, where they will fight with all their grit. Shit.
You hear him start to sing kind of embarrassingly to himself. Like remembering an old time, trying to suppress something as he drinks fully. Give me a con save, please.
You kind of need it if you're gonna drink the whole gallon of the wine skin.
Let me tell you, you're no stranger. Like, if anyone was built to do this, it was definitely you. It might be a while, or it might have been a while since like you specifically have drinking this much, but it's like riding an alcoholic bicycle.
Holy shit.
Basil, welcome to the game.
Thanks.
You make your way into Strakmore. You wander in. What are you doing?
What are you asking me what I'm doing? Or
The
were you
sun
talking?
sets.
I don't know if I cut you off.
No. The sun's setting. Shadows overtake the area around you. People start to work their way inside. And you find yourself in this rather large establishment looking for something. I won't break your background, but you're searching through the city. Where would you go first?
I think I would kind of just wander the streets looking for big, beefy people.
Hot.
Let's do this. Token.
It's like the greatest first priority I've ever heard.
He starts off strong. If disabled, the entire scene is visible. Restricted vision. Okay, let's see if that works. This is. You guys have seen this picture before, but the music I like a lot on it. As far as that's the wrong one. The music I like a lot on it. So, and it kind of fits the overall general scene. So I renamed it. I can bring that up.
It would suck to be there. Am I right, guys?
You wander around searching, Basil.
What, like 100 feet under?
Give me a perception check, please.
At disadvantage.
Yep.
So,
Go look here for your first check in my game.
Where-
At disadvantage on me.
hold on.
give
Where's
you
my
this,
bar that's supposed to be at the top left?
I'll give you this.
All right.
I'll even give you a
Oh.
dude on there.
Okay, now I see my bar at the top left. There we go.
That only shows up when you have a character in the scene,
Okay.
Yep. That's what we were talking about before.
which is why I
about
dragged and dropped. You're fine.
rolling.
This
it
is all
through
new to you. Nobody's
Is it
gonna care. believe me.
Perception?
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's a really good one.
Wait,
Disadvantage.
was the disadvantage because it's nighttime or because my first roll is disadvantage?
Because your first roll's disadvantage.
Correct.
Okay, so it's not double disadvantage or something.
That's not a thing.
Okay.
I shouldn't say
Sometimes it's a thing.
that. Um,
Occasionally. Occasionally.
Basil, You work your way around the city. You're ashamed, almost distraught, looking for something. You look around, passing building by building. Walking up through wasn't too difficult to get in here. Covering up, making sure you're not noticed. You walk house by house. You see a gap, an opening. And you see this carriage in front of you. There's these 4 almost like centurion type individuals, tall. You see 4 of the Templars of the city on guard around this carriage that holds no horses, has no wheels, and floats on this almost wisp-like purple darkness, hovering along the ground. You see it slow, and you see it stop. The door on the side, long and black, opens up. You see these wretched, cold, white hand kind of reach around and grab the side of the carriage. And stepping out and down, you see a slender, tall figure adorned in this dark purple, laced with black down the side. He's got long hair. He kind of looks like, the image I'm getting is like Sephiroth, but it's not really like that. He's got very long black hair. It's very straight. It covers most of his face, kind of like a Pegasus style theme to him. And you see him looking up and around. He steps onto the ground, long and lanky, and then looks over towards you. Instinctually, you kind of stare back, and you kind of pull yourself to the side, kind of hiding in the shadows just a little bit more. Can't help but. You hear footsteps, and then you hear nothing. You kind of tuck back in, and then kind of peek around the corner, and you see nothing. You see a carriage. You see no people. You see no tall figures in iron. You look back, there's this almost strain on your body. Like it's like it's feeling its age, and you're not even that old. This breath kind of pushes behind you as you look back and up, and this tall figure is standing over top of you. He looks down. I wonder if this is coincidence. You stroll so freely into the city. He slowly takes your hood back to get the top look of your head, revealing these scales on the top of your head. All the world goes astray, and exactly what I need walks right in front of me. I guess this was meant to be. You see him slowly reach down towards you, arm getting ready to grab a hold of the rest of your shoulder. What do you do?
I think I'd be like frozen in fear when he just like appears next to me, and probably just fall to the ground, trembling.
You sit back, instinctually just like sit down like you're a sitting duck as he... The chase is no fun anymore. None of them have the will to stand with me. Bring him with us. He's the key. He begins to walk away. He takes like 1 or 2 steps, and you see his feet slowly dragging on the ground and lift up. You see the tips of his toes kicking little bits of rock as he begins to float away. The ground around him starts to decay. This almost suction-like effect underneath him. The will he exerts on the world around him being pulled from every angle below his feet. The magic that you know he's using is not like yourself. It's not like his own. He feeds off the life around him. You see this tarnished, black, all the stones, the dirt, the sand begin to turn to this almost rubble. The stones break apart as he ventures forward. You kind of snap out of it. Him not in front of you anymore. You see 2 individuals walking with him, and then you see a third take off. There's one towering above you, large, in full plate. This creature with no mouth hole, no, just full armor, but like almost just eyelets, and that's it. You kind of regain your senses. You regain your the sense of self in a way. Not trembling anymore, knowing where you're at. You stand a chance. You hear the door shut, and a carriage begin to float away. The creature above you reaches down to apprehend you, grab you. What do you do?
So when you say I'm not trembling anymore, are you saying I'm not afraid anymore?
Oh, I'm not telling you you're not afraid. I'm telling you regain consciousness in a way that
Right, okay.
it's definitely not as bad, right? It's like you're definitely afraid of spiders, but then the spider walks away.
Alright. I think I would begin crying and try my best to just crawl away. Because I don't think I'd be able to just stand after that.
Sure, yeah. No, that sounds good. In between all the drinking, all the music, sort of, the singing a little bit, you hear a whimpering noise outside. Somebody bawling their eyes out. Yeah, I'm having a hard time picturing it. If you could just cry for me, that'd be really great. It almost sounds like a laugh in a way, but you hear this whimpering and crying noise and footsteps. You hear it kind of moving across the ground, and footsteps follow.
Yeah, rather than what a normal, well-adjusted person would do and putting their hand over someone's mouth, I'm just gonna pick up Hungs.
Hungs just has his hands over his mouth.
Quiet.
We're just in somebody's house.
You're in my house. You're in my hovel.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
Yeah, don't trash the place.
Do you hear that?
I'm gonna stick my whole head
put
out
him
of
down.
the window.
You're gonna stick your whole head,
Yep.
and not a third of it, not just an eyeball. I stick my whole head out the window.
Probably my only window.
Yeah, if there isn't one, you make one. You stick your head out the side of the place, and crawling beneath, you look up and you see a Templar walking, and this creature that's got a hood pulled back. It reminds you in a way that's unmistakable to a dear friend of yours. Something you never see in the wild in this place, barely ever. Dragons aren't really a thing to behold for normal people. Fortunately, you guys aren't normal people. But you see something that reminds you of a smaller, dear friend of yours, Shavron. You see this draconic creature, but he's got this... Describe yourself, actually.
I would say I probably have a very scaly type of head, small, but also an Aarakocra beak, just like
Mm.
probably the same size as my head, just sticking out. I'm just like crying, just like frantically crawling down an alley or wherever we are, and just like say like, please, oh.
So you
Before you can do anything, Magooger, before you can do anything, him stepping back, crawling away, you look down. The beak he has is definitely not his own. It's just like shoved onto a snout, and you can tell. It's really obvious.
Okay.
Once he pulls everything back, he's covering up. It's completely obvious to you. He's covering up as he's crawling back. You see like the beak almost kind of moving, jittering on his body as this miniature, more draconic-like Shavron is piercing away. His fright and fear and tears give rise to something else. This gurgling in your stomach, you feel like it's upset. You feel terrible. You like begin to groan and reel, like kind of clawing away at the lower part of your extremities. You grab a hold of your like where your stomach is and your intestines, and you feel this tearing, this ripping feeling as this light begins to appear from the middle section of your chest. You see this piercing light pulling back, almost like fingers reaching into your chest and just ripping your cage apart, just pulling back, and this light begins to pierce forth out of your body, and then all at once it bursts open, and this large draconic eye appears in your abdomen. It's like a foot across. It's like the eye of Sauron, just like peering out. It just bursts forward, this light peering out. You see the Templar actually take like 2 or 3 steps back, like the light piercing up. You can see these like burn marks begin to appear on the Templar itself. And you see Magooger, you see the same, bursting past and up and forward. What do you do, Magooger?
Well, I'm going to unstick my head from the window. I thought I saw Shavron in the dark, but I've never seen this.
You hear this searing noise outside, like somebody's cooking meat. It's like this burning, and the light piercing through the window is impossible to miss. All of you see it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go outside, shield and flail in hand.
Jeez. You begin working your way outside. I would say,
You put me down first, right?
I put you down a moment ago.
He's like shield and hungs. You
Yeah.
know?
Laura, what do you do?
I'll follow the group. I gotta
Yeah.
protect them.
If not, I was gonna like, this might be related to what we're looking for.
This might take a minute to load. If it does, I apologize.
I'm gonna say, as I see all of them turning, and Gilix has put me down, you can't just follow every strange sound you hear. And I'm going to dig into a little suitcase and pull out my little loot.
Okay, I need to make a small adjustment to Beazle really quick. Let's go to light. Let's go mission angle. Let's do 30 giggles.
Is it loaded for everyone else? Or?
Yep.
Not yet for me.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Stuck at 98%. So I think I'm gonna reload.
Yes. Infinite loading.
Infinite load works.
Unlimited loading.
I was really tempted to just click that door. But I don't think I should.
Let's go like that. There we go. Maybe a little bit more red. Get some hues in there.
I don't know why it's not loading for me.
There we go.
This is
You're
awesome.
facing this direction. You can also shift on your character, Dinor, bezel. You can click your character, shift, and scroll wheel that rotates your character to what you'd be facing as you face outwards. I thought I adjusted that. Let's give it a little bit more. Can you not get to it? I don't want to do anything else until you get in.
Me?
Yes, it's not one.
There you go. At all?
No, it's just stuck at 98%. I hear the music. I don't see anything.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me reload a different scene then. See if I can get you there. Do you see Justera?
No, it doesn't switch until I'm done loading in. So
Okay, reload the application.
No, I'm gonna do it again.
The log out, log back in.
Okay.
This scene is very resource heavy, unfortunately.
It
It's
looks
not
so
a WEP, whatever it is.
Glad, this is where the
WebCam
budget
or whatever.
went.
cool. Yeah.
It's because it's a movie. That's why. It's because it's animation rolling constantly. There's smoke and shit.
Alright, load me in.
Right again? Let's try it again. That's the wrong fucking one again.
Yeah, that's night.
Let's try this.
Let me try and open another browser.
You see this creature while he fucks with that. The large Templar stepping back. You see the singe marks on its armor as this enormous eye piercing out. It begins to blink, sort of, every once in a while, taking a large blink. This just like smashes shut and open as he steps and crawls and cries backwards. You guys rush out to see this creature in front of you, just on the ground. Immediately, he looks to most of you like a snoutier, thinner, draconic-like friend of yours. This is not normal for you. Although, I mean, maybe it is normal for you, but you don't see these types of creatures in the world. What do you guys do?
Thank the gods, what's happening?
You see people rush out to your aid? I don't even know. They rush out to you, Bezel. You see them all around you as your chest is burst open.
Are you alright, son?
So when you said this light happened, I felt that like a ton of pain, right?
Yeah. It's mostly over now, but it's like kind of like I imagine the first initial burst of like when like Logan like unleashes his claws. It probably hurts like a motherfucker, right?
Alright, okay.
But then it's like kind of there. You're just stuck in this space.
But it's not enough to like just make me unconscious, right?
It doesn't knock you out now.
Okay.
It wants you to be alive for this.
I imagine that like I just don't really have the strength to just crawl anymore though. But I'd probably try and like back away from them. Be like, please don't hurt me.
It is begging for help.
What happened?
Maybe it doesn't control the eye.
Can I see what they're like pointing the eye towards? Like,
It's
like
directly where he's facing. It's directly wherever Bezel is, like wherever his chest is facing is where the eye's going from.
So I guess I'm facing them, right?
Yeah. You're facing, but on the map it'd be like north, right?
Oh, yeah, it's not
Footsteps
looking
begin to work your way forward. It's what?
It's not loading in the other browser either.
Oh, that's problematic.
Well, I can always try and restart my computer without taking.
Go for it. I don't care.
That's what you
Go
want.
for it.
Alright. See you in a minute.
Hung sticks his head out. I take that back. This is not normal. Pulls his head back in.
Don't know this young dragonborn.
Yes.
I'm asking you, Hunks.
Oh. I have never seen that before, and I would remember.
Who has done this to you?
I feel like I'd just start hyperventilating.
I love how we're just trying to talk to him while he's having this like incredible experience. We're like, "What's going on, buddy?" And he's like, "Ah!" Just
Is this like a normal thing?
Yeah.
I think I would just like flop over trying to move away. Just crawling at like a snail's pace right now.
Can you help me try to pick him up? We need to get him inside.
Oh yeah, I do so with ease. I could lift 40 of him.
Yeah. For real.
He'll be safe with us.
I'm like pointing him like a lantern, but like away from us.
Yeah, don't like Cyclops it up where like you just bring him inside and he murders my place.
The light's still like actively going out, right? Is that what's happening?
100%, dude.
Okay.
It may not be much, but it wasn't easy to get. Don't kill my place. But yeah, Hungs would not want to interfere with this. He would be very reserved and kind of waiting to see kind of how it plays out if he was being needed.
I think I would probably just be like, with like a quieter tone, just be like, please don't hurt me.
There we go. There it is.
You aren't in any danger, at least from us.
Yeah, his like the light coming out of his chest begins like he like moving around, struggling. You see it like the house next door. It lights the top of it on fire. You can see as the beam comes up, it just like singes away the side of the siding of the house itself. You're like, as he's just trying to like, he doesn't even know what he's doing at this point. As he's just like stepping back, you see the light swaying like back and forth. The house on the right begins to catch fire immediately. You see this creature kind of picking itself up, this singe marks on it as it stands full, and it breaks into 5 pieces. Every arm comes off this Templar. Every leg.
Still stuck at 98%.
The chest opens and sits there and floats. I don't know what to tell you, Ryan.
We'll get settings.
I can try to... I mean, I might be able to overlay the scene with a different one. Or just... If it doesn't work, I'll throw you on a random battle map. I don't even care at this point, right? But every part of the Templar begins to break apart. You see both arms just, like, detach and move separate from the body. The legs as well. The main portion of the head and body begin to float in midair. And they begin moving forward. I can try.
Can I like point bezel at it?
Yeah, you can grab him if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah, I've already.
I'm not
lifted
giving you real strength or anything like that. He's a fucking helpless person right now. He's completely useless on the ground, burning every building in the site. So, amazing. Let me see if I can. Oh, I hate tech issues.
It couldn't be like the hardware
Does it
acceleration
say,
thing, right?
According to this Reddit post. There's an issue with animated tiles.
Okay. Well,
For
so much for
you.
that tile.
Yeah, for
About to say,
you.
this one's got like a swinging chain. This is the only one I see.
You already logged out, so that doesn't help it.
Oh, that swinging chain I didn't even see before.
Oh,
That's probably half of it.
I'll
Did it
load
work?
it in.
Oh, Jesus.
You're
Yeah.
playing
Are you
one
good?
Animated tile.
Okay.
Better enjoy that animated.
Welcome
tile.
back to the
and the
welcome back to the
smoke, yeah.
game, Gilix. I've been missing your anger. Lighting the house is on fire from this beam. The house directly behind the small hovel that you guys came out of. Directly behind and the one to the right. You see the roofs begin to catch flame. This Templar in front of you breaks into pieces, begins to hover and work its way towards you. The small new creature that you have found is being held by he's being held by McGooger as he just tries to like focus the beam that's like sticking out of his chest right now.
I'm gonna use
Go
a
for it.
mage hand. I want to try to float I have a crystal. I'm gonna try and float that in front of his beam to try and see if I can focus it onto the bits.
My God, dude.
Are you?
Hold on.
Gonna focus a solar beam? Like, that's what we're doing right now.
But
like
not, he's gonna refract it, not focus it. It's gonna be like a disco light of
Yes, bro.
fucking death. Yeah.
I can put it in the middle of them.
My house is here, bro.
Is the beam of light basically like the bat symbol, except just like a lot more intense? Is that what this is?
Yeah. If it
Working its way
clouds on
forward.
fire.
Oh, I
Into
could
view.
use a glass bottle as a lens.
I'm gonna
do
move you
that.
guys back just a little bit, just because it makes
Exodia.
Of course, it's Exodia.
I couldn't find other imagery that made sense,
Oh,
so I just went with
yeah.
Exodia. The pieces parts of definitely not Exodia begin like floating their way towards you. Roll initiative.
Thank God.
Let's see.
Wait, what?
My first roll, so I got advantage. Well, 9 is better than a natural 1.
Where's initiative at?
Go to the combat tab, it's
page
the
with
second one.
fist.
Yeah, let me answer him. If you go to the combat tab, it's the second one all the way up top right. It's the fist.
Mm-hmm.
See it? You can right-click that and
Oh,
pop
right,
that box out. Remember? Yep. This, believe me, nobody's gonna shun you for any kind of like.
I was looking in skills and I was like, I don't think it's here.
Yeah, believe me, nobody's gonna give you static over this. It's
Oh my.
you're very new to this. No one's gonna care. Oh my God! What the fuck?
Negative.
He wasn't ready, man.
He's slow.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys are literally all first. Okay, that's really fucking. This is gonna be a crazy combat. Missing no. It's your turn. Oh, see, it shows up on mine as a bunch of weird pixels. All right, go ahead.
It's paused. I'm gonna move to the right of Basil. What was your name? Bezel? It's like Bevel, but with a Z.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, that smoke.
Okay.
You like it?
I'm just gonna say
Yeah, that was holding your computer up right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it'll be alright. And let's do a little twilight circle here. Dim light in 30 feet begins to surround me in a dome.
Nice.
And then, as a bonus action, I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so if you still have that little thing.
Hold on. What do you want? What's your
That's-
spiritual weapon?
Well, it was a scythe before, wasn't it?
I have a hand. Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. I think you can actually put it on the.
Can I?
There you go. Where do you want it? I think you should be able to control it actually.
No.
Oh no, I have manual rolls
Not
on.
the infamous manual rolls. Never ending.
I'm gonna go for the head. So yeah, I'm gonna move this.
Can you move it?
You
should be able
for
to.
the head.
I can't move it.
You are the owner. You should be able to. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh no, I can move it. Oh no, I can't. The attempted token movement.
Neutral,
crowds at least
friendly.
one wall.
How about that? Oh, let me get it out of there a little
Oh,
bit.
it's in a wall. Gotcha.
How about that?
All right.
There you go.
It's not gonna get temp health.
Swink.
I'm gonna get All right. Oh, we're gonna target the head. Attack.
Hopefully this works out correctly.
Um.
Hits.
Nice.
17 to hit. Nice.
Not great damage. Take it. All right.
Hey,
as
Damage is damage, man. It slices in. You see it like spark across the plate that it's wearing. Magooger. Actually, are you?
I should be here.
Yeah, you're right there. Yep. You're okay. You're currently holding on to. You see this like thing, just like he's definitely singeing everything in front of him. You see the plate like kind of scarring in a way. They're definitely, they're taking damage. How about that? It would be obvious to you. You literally just have like a fire cannon in your hands right now.
I'm going to oh boy. I'm actually going to set him down if I can and try to point his beam at the ground below us. If that's fair.
Sure. That's fine. You lean him forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
As the ground begins to heat up in front of him, you let the sands turn into glass.
Point it down until they are right on top of you. And then I'm going to get in the fray, because there's no use playing lantern holder. Yeah. Plus, I gotta try out this new belt.
Hell yeah.
So, whatever this thing is, it's getting wrecked. Was
You
that
go
a
for one of
free
the leg-
action? Yeah, was that a free action to...
Yeah,
set
that's
him
fine.
down?
Setting him down. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to rage then.
Nice.
It does take whatever form I choose. Okay, so my scythe has like a crescent moon on it for a blade. Okay, just so you know.
Make sure you actually use rage. Because it should give you... Okay.
I
yeah.
set the condition. 'cause
Okay.
I'll-
Hopefully that works. We'll see. Yeah, hits for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you should be fine. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, your gray bone. You set down the creature and run up and just like begin to start hammering away at the left leg, broken apart in front of you. Nice.
Nice. And if it's still alive, I have an extra attack.
Yeah, it's definitely alive.
Alright. Never know.
Misses.
With a 16.
Plus 11.
I think a 17 hit the head. Although it might, maybe the legs are a bit
It's
more.
the head and body, so it is a. The legs are definitely the skinniest of it. They're definitely harder to hit. Hardest to hit, I should say. Yeah, you swing again, and it's a shifty foot. That's all I can say. It's a foot of the shifty.
Gore, what am I rolling again for temp health?
D6 plus 6.
Alright.
Your highest initiative roll is 6. That's insane. Bezel, what would you like to do this turn? You see these people around you kind of coming to your aid. You don't know them. You don't know anything about them. As one of them has grabbed a hold of you and like faced you down so you're not lighting buildings on fire anymore. Not saying that they're not on fire. They're definitely on fire, but it's... You sit facing towards the ground. What would you like to do?
Or would I be like laying down on the ground, like belly it to the ground?
I was thinking more like Indian style. He sets you down like sitting up kind of a thing.
But then if I was sitting up, wouldn't it be going in front of me?
Yeah, but you can be leaning forward.
Okay, so like my legs are spread out so it doesn't burn my legs.
Like you're giving birth, yeah.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, you're in labor right now.
It's more like a C-section.
I think I'd instinctually try to like move around a bit, but then realize what's happening with this like beam of light, and like probably try my best to like stay calm and not move. Be like, what should I do?
Yeah, that's great. Roll a wisdom save, please.
Sure, okay.
You hear this deep, raspy voice coming from inside you, like a ringing within your ears. The world is mine. This slow, kind of gargly voice. You see these like visions pop in the back of your like, just like coming into like a projector out in front of you that only you can see, of this enormous, scaled creature.
Like in the sky?
Right in front of you.
In
Like,
front of me?
directly in front of you.
I think I would begin crying further. And
Okay.
probably try and back up. I think I'd be so afraid that like I no longer point my beam to the ground. And I'd like try and like crawl backwards and like slowly lift up towards like the front of where I'm facing.
Point like over here.
It's like
Which
it's
is
like,
forward.
it's like
You
when
hear this
you're-
like soft like, your master has returned. You step back instinctually like, okay. Do me a favor, roll 3d8. Thank you.
Oh, poor
Hang on,
Magooger.
Rachel.
This is like when you're peeing and you get scared.
Basil, you lean back, like instinctually, like
Yep.
Or you
freaking the
sneeze.
fuck out. You take 16 fire damage, Magooger, as your back ignites. You just grew that back.
Halved.
Would my beam also be hitting the image though that I'm seeing? The like visions?
Yeah, but it's like as you move, like your head, it's just following, right? It's just kind of like
Okay.
VR in your face.
I think if I'm moving my head and it's following, I would then just sort of like lean back to where like I'm just facing the ground and the beam's just like directly up in the sky.
Yeah, for a slight moment. Okay, yeah, for a slight moment, Magooger, your back ignites, lights on fire, just singes all the hair off the back of you. You are bare once again. No pun intended.
It just fuels my rage.
I'm so sorry.
You also hit the creatures in front of you as well, so congratulations.
There we go.
We hit 2 of them.
Wait, so is the bot like those two arms that one thing, but the two legs are separate?
Both legs are separate. Both arms are separate. The head and body are separate. It's 5 entities.
It's like Exodia.
Yep.
Okay, so the body's with the head. Okay.
Correct. You can end your turn. You go to the combat tracker. Go to the bottom. It'll say end your turn. Unless you feel like moving or you have a bonus action.
Does he have the frightened affliction condition, or is he just shitting his pants?
Generally speaking, he's completely useless right now, as far as you can tell.
Because I can end frightened
reasonable.
if he has it. But...
Oh, well, yes, he is frightened, condition or not. But yes, he is completely. He's losing his shit, man. He's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So my ring, Dino, or just so you know, if you end your turn in it, you can either get 1d6 plus 6 temp HP every turn, or I can end charmed or frightened if you're in it.
I see.
So it's up to you.
Is that your choice or just mine?
It does say I can grant that creature one of these benefits.
Go for it. You see he's fucking losing his shit.
I'm gonna try to calm him down, I guess.
Okay, commence calming down.
I channel my calming energy into this dim light, as if it's like molecules of volume, you know, or sorry, Valium.
Valium.
And I'll just be like,
calm down.
Yeah, value.
Yeah, volume.
That's what I thought
Okay,
too.
and I'll just be like, hey, we've seen much worse. We'll make it through this.
Yeah, Gora uses get your shit together, the move, and you feel the image in front of you disappears. This eye snaps shut in front of your chest. You see the singe marks, this almost like there's a permanent scar there now. As you're hyperventilating, you start to, like, your breathing starts to slow as you look what's actually happening around you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You feel unnaturally good for once in your life, I think.
Almost lost my cooler.
Oh, is that what was happening? Had me fooled.
Gilix, it's your turn.
Yeah, Gilix looks over at this crying, panicking kobold who's finally, like, getting it together. Looks over at Hungs.
Dude, look at me, yes.
Just shakes his head at, like, to himself, pathetic.
Dude, do it.
And no more light, right?
No more light.
Okay.
Hungs just looks at you like a deer in the headlights.
I'm gonna run up to this guy, and you see kind of this ethereal, like, on the burnt half of Gilix's face. By the way, half of Gilix's face, a little crispy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're working on character introductions for sure.
Yeah.
At some point.
As you see this draconic face, just like half of one, over the burnt face, as he goes onto his flail, and it starts to drip acid. As I'm going to start swinging it and going faster and faster and faster. As you see almost more than one flail head. It's almost like there's a few more in there. As I'm going to attack this guy.
Like when anime characters start punching, you're like, there's like 7 arms I'm seeing. What's going on?
Yeah. I made a little thing to make it easier to add my acid damage and my force damage when I do this.
That's dope.
So this is a normal attack.
You know, when you're in the scene, you're useful, man.
True.
Yeah. His true enemy.
Yeah, you hit for sure, dude. Holy shit.
Come on,
Normal hit.
Gillis.
Oh, this is gonna take me a second. Because I got lots of dice. And the dogs are going off now.
Somebody stop him.
As it takes
Nice. Jesus, dude.
some
22
bludgeoning,
damage?
some force, and some acid.
It's fucking Gillick still holds the record. 95 damage in a turn. That's insane.
I'm gonna attack it again.
Nice. And all they calculated, so something's working right. Damn.
Let's see. 3, 7, 4. I'm bringing up manual rolls for myself now. Do another 23 damage.
Jesus, dude.
I'm gonna action.
46 damage. Jesus.
I'm gonna attack 2 more times.
Oh, shit.
Is the leg dead yet?
No.
This is a tough leg.
It looks pretty rough, though. It's singed. It's hard to tell because it's so burned. It's definitely taken damage prior, though.
It's a leg, you know. You could tell it's panting.
Dude, your hits are insane, dude. 21, 26, 22. You'll hit anything in the game. How do you want to do it? How do you want to kill a leg?
So you kind of watch as this flail just spinning, like out of control. It starts to spin on its own, just faster and faster and faster, as he almost just like, after hitting it a couple times, almost just like leaves it there as it spins on its own, just tearing up this leg. As the final one just wraps around the leg, and Gillick just slams it on the ground.
Yeah, it falls into ground into pieces as you're... Jesus. As you completely obliterate the existence of this thing. Insane.
I've got one more attack.
What?
He does?
On the other leg.
Okay.
This one may not hit. Yeah, it misses. So focused on grinding the last one just kind of comes in sloppy. And I'm going to end my turn.
The initiative could not have worked out better. I didn't know how long it was going to be before I really did anything.
Hongs, you are like inside almost, right? So you're like,
yep.
Aren't you up like here?
No,
Yeah.
I imagined I was where, you know,
You're wherever
Gillick's,
you need to
Gillick's
be. You can
looked at me.
rotate around the scene. It was a lot of time that passed, so it's whatever you need.
Yeah, I'm right there. Gillick's looked at me. I saw everything happen, and I got a glimpse of the Templar like disassemble. And Hungs knows what that means. And Hungs, it's actually very hard to scare Hungs, but Hungs does get a little frightened by seeing it disassemble, and he just immediately thinks we're fucked. Like, this is impossible.
Yeah, this is new to you. This is 100% new to you.
I've never seen it disassemble like this before. Okay,
Yeah,
then,
completely, yeah.
Then that would scare the shit out of me, of course. And I am thinking about ways to hide, and I just see these people that I just met rush into action in a way that I've never seen. Even all my teachers have never done something like this. Gillick's the last of them. And then I just look at Gillick's, and Gillick's just looks at me and says pathetic and disappears. And I watch Gillick's rend this foot asunder after just convincing myself that it was impossible. I think a word to myself, words of my father. I'm going to move over into view. Ooh.
And I did get my temp HP go around.
Target there.
Wrong hand.
I'd just say, Abnorn, my father, I shall make you proud. And I start strumming on the lute. My voice gathers. Now you hear my sound. I'm gonna cast Shatter. A blast of sonic force is gonna explode from the lute.
Would you like to hear Last Whisper?
No. Nope.
Sounds good. Please let me know.
No problem, I will. Shatter, cast the spell, consume the things.
That's kind of good.
Right there. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
And since they're made of metal, they have disadvantage on this Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, it's normal because they actually have advantage on all saving throws.
Damn Exodia.
Fucking Exodia. Every time.
We needed Strider here because he's a swarm keeper like Weevil. We've thrown him in the ocean.
Through that.
One of them roll a 1. 3 of them fail. 1 of them passes. The left hand passes.
Would you like me to roll damage individually, or since they're all targeted, is it just one?
Well,
let me see what it does. Yeah.
It's 1 set of damage rolls.
All right.
Nice.
14 deeps. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep.
That did not calculate. Rip. Okay.
Damn.
That's fine. I'm adjusting them. Yeah. You definitely, yeah. The metallic things in front of you, you see them kind of crinkle and stretch and expand as they begin to shatter pieces off. It almost actually cleans them in a way. Although they are missing, there's a pile of like rubble on the ground. They are magical devices, right? So they are definitely, it's not a humanoid, right? So if it was just like a sword, you would have broken it in half. There's something powering them beyond what they, we would normally think. Well, except for the fact that they're splitting up and attacking you. But you definitely see like an entire layer just like pop off of them.
All right, then I'm going to use my bonus action.
Wait, what was that total? That was 4? Is it half damage for...
Half damage for the hand.
Okay, hold on. I gotta calculate that.
Yep.
It's 42 plus 7, so is it?
So this one's 7? The other foot's actually not looking so great.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to inspire Gilix. I'm going to just after seeing him do that, say, "Do you think you can do it again?" And use ability. Okay. So that'll be a D8 that you can add to an attack roll, saving throw, or an ability check that you can add after the roll.
Sounds good. Remove your template if you don't mind.
Okay. Bam.
Just so it doesn't cloud up.
Yep, I got it.
And get your temp health.
And your temp health.
Yeah, you sing to Gilix, and inspiring him's a bit different. You essentially just make him a bit angrier by singing at him.
I figured this would be how our relationship works. And then roll temp health, how much is it?
1d6 plus 6.
I always forget. Thank you.
You can get like 12 temp health. That's so fucking stupid. I hate that ability so much.
I hate it. I gotta kill Gora.
Where's Gora? Alright, so... breaking off from the pack. Attempted movements collides with at least one wall. Wait, there's a wall there? There shouldn't be a wall there.
He's already in a wall.
Oh. Okay, well, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's do this, just to make it easier. Alright. Luckily I can change the walls.
Clamps.
Okay. The hand comes out. Let's do... what's the... He's gonna place... I want to read this right. Hold on a second. I want to make sure this is correct.
Alright.
Shit, I didn't do it correctly, but it's still fine. Okay. It's a 15-foot square. So let's do a template right here. Oh, I did not mean to do that.
I was hoping he was gonna cast Burning Hands.
Oh, come on. Get it. There you go. Down here. You see the hand reach out, ripple across the space itself. You see this pulse just generate off of the hand, this purple magic. Backtrack, reverse. I forgot to mention, this is completely relevant to the scenario. Everyone, you look down, like, I know there's a lot of stuff going on. Battle is very attention-grabbing. There's some small things that are, like, impossible to miss. Gilix, as you're swinging and doing your thing, just obliterating almost every single strike you make, a plant begins to grow at your feet. Flower after flower around you. The most angry of persons, like bulb after bulb, sprouting and blooming at your feet.
This is like the opposite of what happened with Basil's man.
Having said that, the arm reaches out and you can see it drawing energy from the world around it, just kind of pooling this like life force around it. The flowers begin to dim back down and begin to like disintegrate at Gilix's feet, pulling all the energy from the area. That ring is silence. You cannot cast spells within it. And then it's going to hit Gilix with its second attack.
The crying
Let's go.
stops.
Come on, come up. You know you want to.
Roll the dice, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in templates. That's why I won't select. Okay. Misses. This arm begins to reach out and grab a hold of you, and you slightly duck out of the way. Ends its turn. Left leg. It's going to step out.
I'm gonna opportunity attack it.
It hasn't left yet. Oh, yeah, you can. Yep, you're right. Completely right.
Shoot.
Hits.
Take a moment for me to roll. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Tried to enter it in that manual rolls box.
Jesus. How do you want to do it? You blitz it as it moves.
Yeah, kind of. One arm behind me, I just kind of bashed the hand out of the way with the shield as I just slammed down on this leg.
Yeah. You like crush it down onto the ground as you see a rose begin to flower up in front of you.
He did it again.
Let's backtrack, see if it'll catch up. There we go. Left hand. Let's see. It's also going to cast silence right here.
Oh shit.
Let me get it up just a little bit. Right there. Magooger.
Hands.
Misses. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Head and body. Stepping actually pretty much staying where it's at. Let's see.
So, by the way, Hungs, when you say that again, it's my.
Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot.
Hopefully it templates correctly. It's gonna use Sonic Scream. Oh, weird. That was a weird template to have. I guess that makes sense.
Oh, strength. My boy.
Is it just us, Magoogs and me?
5, 10, 15, 20. Wow, they're just out. You guys are just far enough forward. It's going to be both of you.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask if the sonic scream can work inside of
I'm going to remove that
the
just for
silence.
giggles, but... I should skip that. Pretty sure... I don't think it's anti-magic.
Okay, no, I was just wondering if it was like sonic. All right, got 14.
11. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. How low can I roll?
Oh, they are immune to it because silence removes thunder damage in its field.
The bursts out 3 damage in Sonic. Jesus Christ.
Wait, so
Is-
half?
Is it half of?
Is that already?
It'd be 1 damage for you if you're raging.
I think it would.
Worst roll ever.
Wait, is that 3 on success or on fail? Or...
On success. On fail, sorry. On fail. So 1, 1. Yeah, it's 1 total.
So I take 1, and I think Magooger's 1 gets halved to 0.
I don't know. Does that work that way? I already took 1, so it's fine.
Yeah, when you have you half it to 1, and then with resistance from.
Oh, I won't use it. Rip.
Yeah, but what do the
Rage.
rules
Alright.
say about Exodia?
The rules on Exodia, it's probably banned, honestly.
Oh, I can't get it to pop up. That blows. This move's broken. Sonic screams in front of you, and although you take it quite handedly, it's gonna use it's gonna use Engine of Disillusion. It bursts out. You see the eyes pierce out into the area in front of it. I need. Well, it's not working correctly right now. I need a con save, DC 16, from both of you two, Magooger and Gillix.
Saves.
Give me a sec. Just gotta get rid of this menu.
Wow.
Oh, I was gonna use. I don't need the inspiration.
Jeez.
You feel this slight shift, this kind of movement within your body. You feel like this almost fissure happen within you. This sort of like fogginess come over you, but it fades rather quickly. You guys are handedly doing it. Gora.
Um,
Kind of a flex of your power in the area, honestly. It's pretty great.
I'm going to shift around this over here. I gotta move this. Which one of these are mine? This one? Yeah. And I'm going to. How large is this head?
Total? Like 6 inches. Maybe. Well,
Is it like
Yeah,
a
a
normal,
little bit bigger.
like sized head?
it's not large by any means.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm gonna put my turtle hand on its face, just like straight up,
Mhm.
and just be like, "Enough." Cast inflict wounds at 3rd level.
Nice.
Hopefully this hits. Guess I could have moved 1 more up to get flanking, but I don't need it. Oh, I did. Well, it's only 1 off from my actual roll, so it's fine. All right. I gotta find your rolls back. No, why did it do battle axe? What the fuck?
Proficiency with the battle axe allows you to add your proficiency.
Okay. Maybe I'll roll the damage. All right, 5d10. 2,
Nice.
4. Sorry, I have to find them. 5. Okay.
Continue your turn. I have to piss so bad. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
And I'll piss again. Then.
It's not a competition.
I don't think it did it at 3rd level. It's only saying 3d10. No, that's not right. I was trying to cancel it.
It's so hard to cancel anything, I find.
Okay, so hopefully it takes that damage off. Can do this. I'll just add it up, tell them what to do. So it's 7, 7, 5, 4, 5. So it's 14, 21, 28.
Hell yeah. You should have been like, Exodia, obliterate.
I'm gonna attack with my scythe too. Okay. It's just 1d8 plus. Okay.
All right, what was the first one? I know it was wrong, right?
What's up?
What was the first damage? I know it was wrong, you said?
It should take 28.
What did it take?
19.
Okay.
I have to do this again so I can attack with my scythe. This is. Alright. Well, no, I have advantage with it. Hold on.
Oh, spiritual weapons don't flank.
Okay, good to know.
I don't know. There's some weird stipulation about it not taking up the space it's in.
That's me.
Came back just in time to rules lawyer. You're welcome.
Yeah. Same too.
Thanks a lot.
He's about to get away with one guy.
Oh god. You're so
Magooker,
Yeah.
you guys are winning this handedly. No pun intended as well.
Mm.
All fresh, all going first, which is taking the feed
course.
out was amazing for you guys. What do you do?
Yeah, we never got to see what they do.
Sweep the legs.
I actually don't mind that you have no idea.
I think that makes it even better for next time.
Yeah. I thought it was
You'd
gonna
be like, man, you crushed this Templar, like no big deal, and you're gonna get fucking destroyed.
I know.
Kick.
Some like nuclear nut kick. That's gotta be it.
Oh, is that what they do? They just kick us in the balls?
Oh my god. Epic foreshadowing.
I think I'm going to attack the hand.
Yeah, go for it.
It's gonna have to be. Recklessly. Yeah. Because we're gonna do it with a
Live?
modifier.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
We're doing it live.
The fuck was it? -5 for +10. Oh yeah. That's what we're doing.
Great
The
bone
big
plus
hits.
2.
What have you got? Like 23 strength? You got this. Oh,
yes.
Let's fucking go.
It's gonna be big deeps.
Yeah. I'm so excited. Thank God.
What is my... One sec. I can just do this right so it doesn't fuck with it. A D8. Alright, so I'll just add the D8 here and say normal.
Okay. Oh,
Dang.
Jesus Christ. One hit, 34 damage. That might be a one-hit record, like, for a fucking club. How do you want to do it? Yeah, dude, you fucking obliterated. It's not even close.
I think I'm gonna, just take the elbow and it just goes flying like I hit a home run or some shit.
Yeah, you bat it out of the park. You see it fly through the house that's on fire behind you guys.
Team Rockets. It's just it's just gone.
Or you're gonna get hit in the back of the head by it.
Dude, blasting home. Yeah, blasting home again. Yeah, for real. Dude, sick.
And yeah, I'm nice. All right, well, with my extra attack, I'm gonna hit the body head
Go for it.
again with the situational bonus.
Does that guy's silence end, or
Oh, yeah, sorry. That was
his was the far one?
far one. Yeah.
Best reckless ever.
Oh my god.
Damn.
What is happening right now? I don't care what I'd throw against you guys right now. You just fucking brutalize no matter what it is.
Oh
I
my
love it.
God, 31.
65 damage.
And I would.
How do you want to do it?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
For real, I wanted to fight back more.
Insane.
This time it's like whack-a-mole. I'm gonna hit the head down into the chest.
Yeah. Yeah. Between a bunch of attacks, it being singed from the eye, and yeah, it scythed, shattered, everything. You just bash it in. You see this just cave on the inside as this almost burst of energy like pulses off of it as it hits the ground. A normal, broken helm and chest. Anything else you'd like to
Is the
kill
arm
on this
alive?
turn? Yeah, the arm's alive.
Alright, yeah. I mean, normally I'd be out of attacks, but I got a crit and killed the thing, so with my bonus action, I'm gonna hit this guy.
Wait, that's a thing. If you
That's
Great
specific
weapon
to his
master.
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he kills
Jesus.
a guy or gets a
Either-
crit.
Yeah.
So
kill the
technically,
guy or crit.
if he had 4 bonus actions, he could make 4 more attacks.
So
Oh, I hope that's another crit.
same deal. This is
So close.
double 14,
not quite.
so pretty good.
It's still gonna be some good deeps.
What is that total? 20. It's still
85.
alive. It's
85.
still alive.
85 total.
85 total. Oh my god, you're knocking at the door of
I know.
Gilix. 95. You're 10 hit points off.
And yeah. End that turn.
That was insane. Diesel.
That was
These
great.
creatures around you, these adventurers of which you know not, they are fucking destroying. They are like a wrecking crew, and you're not fearful anymore. You're like Home Alone when he walks downstairs and he says he's not afraid anymore.
Yeah. So, I think that ever since I was calmed down last time, I've just been like laying down, staring at the sky, just sort of taking it all in, feeling pretty serene. And then I was just like hearing what was going on around me, and I start looking around. I see like the floating sentinel guy, remembering that. I see like these weird people, and I just start screaming again. But I realize like there's no sound coming out, right? Because I'm in the silence. So
Well, it's not. It spells. Okay, you can do whatever you want.
well, is there not like no? I thought there was no sound.
Oh,
at
I
all
guess
there
there would be
coming
no
out.
sound. Yes, I think you're
Yeah.
correct, actually.
Mhm.
Yep. No, I think you're completely correct.
So I'd be like probably starting to hyperventilate again, but then I see their heroic
Correct.
moves.
Yep.
Taking these guys down, and I can't help but feel like I kind of gotta help out. So I try my
It's
best
time.
to stop trembling. I gotta make my contribution, and I use like half my movement to get up, right? Because I was like prone technically.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then I can I like see the silent circle? Is that like, do I have
I
an
mean,
indicator?
you can walk until you can talk.
All right.
You're like
I want to
you're like
move like.
you're like ah as you like run out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like just scurrying over, but like I'm still kind of like trying to hold back the tears until I can hear myself crying again. And then I move over here and like to quickly just like think about what to do. I realize, okay, I gotta pick up this little pebble on the ground, and I want to cast magic stone on it and just throw it at the guy.
Hell
Go
yeah.
for it. Make sure you target it so the device knows, or so the system knows. Like double right click, target it, use your ability. Nice. Click
Bam.
attack.
Oh yeah.
And
Full damage?
here comes the big contribution, boys.
We take those.
We take those. We love Magic Stone here.
True.
Please
How do you
tell
want
me
to do it,
it's
Basil?
dead. Yes.
That's why we love it.
I really try to like pump myself up, and like as I put like all my effort into like imbuing this little pebble, I was like, I don't know, I feel like I just sort of got compelled to throw it, and after throwing it and seeing it, the arm go down, just like fall to the ground, for like, cause it's just like floating, right?
Yeah, it sits in midair as you like fling this, almost like ricocheting off the ground, like you're trying to skip a stone across water. As you find your voice and you fling this object that you found on the ground, you just hear like this battle is raging. You guys are pulling off all the stops, just destroying, just leaving a wake of destruction behind you. And at the end of it, you just hear a ding, and then like the armor just like hits the ground and just dies.
After that, I'd also just like take a deep breath and just collapse on the floor again. After all that,
Good job, guys. I'll bring it back up just for giggles. Hopefully you can see this. Yeah. The house, yeah, you defeat your foes quite handedly, I might ask. Like it was ridiculous. You guys do amazing. And the house, like, immediately, like, Hungs, you would know immediately that the houses to your right and left in front of yours, like, they're on fire. That's not good, obviously, but it's also not good because it draws attention, which you would know.
Of course.
So, like, your home is no longer safe, for the most part. You guys sit in the street, some of you on your asses, some of you, like, you know, like putting blades away, putting your bone away. And this creature sits before you on the ground, kind of trying to shake off the rather short battle.
I cast Disguise Self.
You do so. What would you like to disguise yourself at?
One of my former teachers. I'm gonna disguise myself while everyone else is kind of focused on just like the remnants of the battle.
Each one of you, prior to the disguise self, please describe yourself to Beazle, who sits in front of you. Which I believe I already gave you a chance to. Yeah, I did. So, starting from my left to right, which would be Hungs, Magooger, Gillix, Gora.
I can give you a refresher, but he was here when I introed and told him my character.
Okay.
But
yeah, I just want to make sure he knows what you guys look like.
Yeah, do you want me to catch you up on the looks of Hungs?
Yeah.
All right. So
It's like a little TLDI.
Yeah, he's a young man, probably not older than 20. He is heavy set, as Carl pointed out, probably the only heavy set dude in all of Strakmore. Chubby cheeks. He's got like almost an orange skin from the sun just baking it. And he, despite the heat, wears kind of a thick leather coat that has this frill, almost like this fur lining to it.
Jesus, Gora. I'm glad I can hear you guys when I like walk away for a second.
Gora is a.
I'm sorry, Gora. Sorry, Magooger. Jesus.
Magora.
Yeah, wait your turn, Magooger.
Yeah, what are you doing, Phil?
Wait, what is this?
Magooger is a bugbear, and before you, like, a very towering, and like, you may have never seen a bugbear before, but even for bugbears, he's built, right? For multiple reasons. He's got a fancy belt that looks like it might be making him super strong right now. And then you'll also see his hair is of various lengths all over his body. It's
Especially on your
almost like
back.
battle scars. Yeah, you can see a fresh line of like melted hair from your eye beam. And yeah, he's wearing his orange, like a rainbow, rainbow headband or some shit.
Gillix.
You see Gillix, a Githyanki, which kind of looks like a very cranky elf with a small nose. Half his face is burned off. Everything he looks at with almost this contempt. He wears everything he's killed. He has this thick bone armor. He has this thick bone flail. He wears the head of a small dragon, the chimera head. And he has a skull and a heart kind of tied around his waist. Possibly as scary looking as the thing we fought.
Gora.
Gora is a 5'10", 350-pound turtle. Turtle, if you want to be, PG or PC. Sorry.
PG. Turtles are a little too sexy for.
Yeah. So he's over 1,000 years old. He's got dark sand-colored, scaly skin, and he has like a slate-colored, large shell with large bone spikes sticking out of it that seem to have been affixed to it. He's got a golden crescent moon on his shell and like kind of a gold hue coming out of his eyes. And yeah.
And for one last time, as I described you before, I would like you to fully describe yourself for the like official version. Bezel. What do you look
Sure.
like besides the beak and stuff that I described before?
So I'm like 3.5 foot tall. I'm wearing a lot of clothing, trying my best to sort of hide as many parts of myself as I can, whether it's gloves, like cloth wrappings, the cloak that I'm wearing, the beak that I'm using. You can almost see like none of me, but pretty short, probably shaking, and yeah.
I like that little detail.
This creature in front of you, you stare up at the group as they defeat this Templar in the area. A feat which you've never seen so handily done or ever done. These people must be powerful, Ungs. The people around you. You stare up at these people, Bezal, who basically just saved you. Take it away.
I'm probably not as scared as before since I was calmed down, but still, as my adrenaline sort of dropping and reality sort of setting in, I realize how weird and intimidating these guys look, and I'd probably be crying and crawling away again had I not seen them go out of their way to sort of help me out here. So I think while I am just sort of trembling on the ground, I try and regain my composure, stand up and say, "Thank you guys."
Yes.
What did
That
that
was-
thing want?
It was fun.
I'm gonna just hold up one of the destroyed arms. I'm gonna say, "What did this want with you?"
It's funny, when you say that, you all see the scars, the markings, all the brutal damage that has been done to Gilix's face begin to wash away. You see smooth skin, the mask almost irrelevant at this point. You feel this sense of retribution befall you. Whether you accept it or not is your own choice, Gilix. But you feel a sense of almost entitled power. Like you've gained something. You fight for an ally whether you want to or not. I would like you to gain a level, Gilix,
Oh shit!
in Paladin. Retribution.
Oh, no. I look up and I go, "Fine."
You fight for Helix, whether you want to or not, Gilix.
but no, Gilix has to let her know, or whatever it is, know that like he has a say, right? Like,
He chooses.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Does his slave mark come back with his smooth skin?
His slave mark is no longer there. He's born anew.
Oh, it's a
All the
good thing
markings
it's-
on his body, all the battle scars. He looks fresh, clean, beautiful. He's fucking shining. There's almost like there's like a glow. It's like his skin is so smooth that the fires from the buildings near you, which are obviously a problem right now, are like glistening off of his new formed skin.
Elixir. You're hurting my eyes. You're practically glowing.
I go up to his face. I'm like,
Is there something wrong? You come up to me and I just grab your hand.
it licks your face.
What about my face?
I hold up my shield.
Something very wrong with it.
Look. Interesting. About this arm. I look.
As I was saying. Continue. I apologize for that.
No, everyone's clearly interested. I look inside the arm while I kind of look at them they keep just staring at me, and no one has ever really been that interested in Gilix. He's just kind of trash to most people.
Yeah, there was the one time there was the one time for sure. When the worship thing, but other than that, for sure, no one gives a shit. The arm's empty. The arm's completely empty.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering.
You see no remnants. You see no skin. You see no nothing.
And I look up. Stop staring.
What is
I
this
think we
magic?
should move, by the way.
Did we see Hungs alter himself? Or is he just some old guy? And we're like, who the hell are you?
I haven't left the area, but Hungs, as you knew him, was gone. And if I cast it in the way I thought, I don't think anybody would have seen me change. But because there was so much shit going on. But there is a man who looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Except he has long red hair and a long matted beard. He is like Shaggy, but if he never ate. So scrawny and malnourished. He's wearing kind of thin, tattered orange garb. And he is moving around the house, and he's trying to get other people's attention, like onlookers. A young boy lives here. We can't let the fire spread. Someone put it out. And he's trying to get people to put out the fires around his house.
Roll persuasion, please.
Yeah.
Which you should be pretty good at.
I'm a little good at. Yeah. Let me roll it.
Are there any carts around?
Carts? Horse and buggy style?
Smaller, more like wheelbarrow kind of. More
probably not directly where you're at. Wheelbarrow? Actually, make a perception check. That's a good question.
Sure. Let me find it.
I was thinking horse and carriage. Sorry.
Still roll.
Yeah, Hungs. People are working on one at a time. Hungs. People start coming out, little by little. Oh fuck. They're just looking at the blaze that has started, as they're like, what do you want to say? We don't have any water. What are we supposed to put on this thing?
Anything you can. They
begin throwing sand. Hold on. I'll even roll it. Just public, just for giggles.
He's just a boy.
Roll a d20. For fuck's sake. Like God was behind them. They begin to pour sand up onto the buildings and begin to start putting it out.
As soon as Hung sees that, he goes up to Gilix and notices that he looks different, but tries to brush past it, and just says to him casually, "We have to get out of here."
Yeah, they are very effective in their fire dousing measures. Surprisingly, for a place that has no water and only sand and stone, you're not really sure exactly how they're doing it 100%. But there's, anyways. So Gilix, I rolled a nat 20.
If it's a nat 20, then can it be full of dirt?
You find the most pristine of carts. The wheel just rebuilt, handles anew, like your face, filled with dirt.
That's wonderful because
Takes you a minute, but you
Hung's like says we got to get out of here, and Gilix sighs, and as I walk away, the cart is just going to float up into the air and just dump dirt onto the fire.
Yeah, one of the houses completely goes out. Yeah, you're just like, it's like...
But
Yes.
Gilix pretends to pay it no mind, like he's not even doesn't have anything to do with it.
Oh my god.
Can't be caught helping. All right, makes sense. All right, so, yeah, one of the houses closest to Hung's, the other side is still on fire, but being very handily taken care of. As you guys can turn your attention back to the creature that has recently stood up and stands before you, as you guys definitely need to make an exit at some point. You're definitely, this is a very short amount of time, so it's like you have a little bit of time, but other Templars will be showing up, other people will be showing up.
Yep.
I would motion to Beals.
I'm not gonna take any of the bits with me just in case they're like more magic they can find us by or something. Just want to look
Sure.
at it.
Yeah, sure.
I kind of make like a come on, like motion as we GTFO.
You begin working your way away from the area, finally to a place that you guys can actually talk. The member that you brought following you, the member that you found following close behind.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I
look at him.
imagine I would just be like tailing him, right, as they're moving.
Sure, I would assume.
Felix assumes he's a child, so like, come with us, child.
Yeah, he's short. He's literally a kobold. So he's very, very short. He's like a gnome that looks like a dragon. He's like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gilix would know what a kobold is, but
He's like
he doesn't.
Mushu from
he
Mulan.
doesn't.
Gilix would know what a kobold is. The
But
other
he-
ones of you, Gora, you might know what a... roll history, Gora, please, for me. Magooger,
Well,
I'm giving it to you.
I thought
Hung's
he was a
definitely not.
dragonborn before you said that, so
I said smaller. Yeah, I was trying to
I'm gonna go
portray
with that.
the likeness to Shavron.
Gilix still assumes he's a child because of how much he cried.
Sure. Roll. All right, you going with that, Gora? You guys make your way up reasonably far, out of sight, out of mind. A place you can no longer be bothered. Passing building by building. Take it away.
I try to lead us to up the most secluded place, one of my favorite alleys to transform in. And we all kind of huddle together, and I turn to everyone. Before I change back, it's important that you don't blow this cover of mine. This is Malagaro. Sometimes Malagaro the Magnificent. Mostly Malagaro the Malnourished. And he kind of like lifts up his chest to reveal just ribs.
Who are you? Where did this man come from?
It's Hung's.
Oh.
I will not blow your cover if you do not refer to yourself as magnificent again.
Yes, that is just what I used to beg. I won't. I'm sorry. I look right at Magooger. I assumed the way you fought that you would just know. And then I just transform back. And then you just see Hung's. He kind of like takes shape. And he's like, I sincerely apologize. I don't mean to offend. You said not to trick you. It wasn't a trick.
You look down at your feet, Hungs. I'm sorry to interrupt. You look down at your feet, Hungs. It's hard to not notice the trail of wildflowers that Gilix now brings behind him.
like the Trail of Wildflowers is as equally curious as Beals to Hung's. And I'm gonna like look in one direction, follow the flowers, look in the other direction, see Beals. What are you doing at the moment?
Who?
Beals.
Bezel.
Bezel.
Oh,
Bezel.
me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was I was saying your name wrong. My bad.
Okay.
It's fine. You're not the DM. Everyone forgives you.
True.
Everyone will
Fuck,
remember
man.
this.
Bezel. I need to get in there. Bezel.
I'm also kind of like curious about these flowers. I think they're pretty neat. It seems really weird, right? Are flowers a normal thing in this world?
No, not
No.
even fucking close.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know what they are. I don't
Yeah,
think.
what
Yeah, roll
about-
history. How about that?
Okay, sure.
Roll history for flowers. That's even better than nature for flowers. This is how far it got.
They're beautiful. It's like something you've never seen. You've seen like tall grass and stuff like that before. There are like fields and stuff where stuff is planted, but flowers, Helix gives no flowers to this place.
Yeah, I think it's really weird.
They smell wonderful.
But then I look at the rest of the group. I notice the one guy that's just really drastically changing his weight. I think that's also pretty weird. I'm like, thanks guys. Just thank you very much for helping me back there.
I go up to him and I go, "May I?" And I gesture towards his stomach.
I think I just back away because it's like you said it's a large vertical scar there, right?
Very much so.
Yeah, I don't think
It's like any armor that you're wearing, you just see it singed away, and you can see the inner side of like underneath the armor. Like the armor is like in pieces. Sometimes you see like bits and pieces kind of holding. It's still tight to your body, right? But it's only in chunks, right? It's like every once in a while, and you can underneath that you can see this large vertical scar.
Yeah, I think I'd just back away and just sort of like shake my head, like, please don't touch that.
There's no need to be afraid.
I mean, look at us.
I'm
Maybe there is.
Why did the construct want you?
I don't really know. I just got here and there are people that wanted me.
You had an eye in your chest. Surely you have some idea.
Another new one. Another.
Johannes.
I really
Great
don't know.
power.
Roll deception, please.
Me?
Yep,
You
Bezel.
can't use
Hold
divine.
on.
If you don't know,
sense.
then either your character has 0 intelligence, or you definitely know.
Wait, did I
It's
recognize
someone-
the figure at the beginning?
No, you don't. You
Yeah.
wouldn't. That's not why. You would know why someone would seek you out. Someone of a magical origin.
okay.
You would 100% know if someone was telling you that you're perfect for the purpose that they need.
Okay.
You would know why. It'd be impossible for you not to know.
Do we roll insight against the deception?
I don't think. What's your passive? Unless you feel like.
14.
Sorry, I don't want to take it away from you. Unless you are compelled to think and do not trust him, which is completely understandable in this situation, right? You don't know him. So if you're actively fighting against it, then that's fine. But anyone with a passive,
I see.
that meets it, then yeah, he's definitely lying.
Yeah, Gilix
Or
just assumes.
it's not the complete truth, right?
Yeah.
He might not, like, obviously the guy's not like a complete douchebag or something.
Yeah,
But
Like
you know.
you said, Gilix just would assume that he's completely stupid.
Also a reasonable conclusion.
With my passive insight of 10. Also, I can't use. I get a number of divine senses equal to 1 plus my charisma modifier, so I get no divine senses.
Some aspect of the paladin are just lost to Gilix. Like,
Is it super dark out?
I get no divine sense. That's so fucking Gilix.
It's like you are chosen, and Gilix is like, I don't feel anything. I think it's honestly
so
perfect.
fucking Gilix, man.
he's in denial about like his own existence.
Okay, sorry, I'm losing my shit over here. Okay.
It doesn't say a minimum of 1.
Is it?
He's lying. You can tell he's lying. I'm sorry. Continue.
Is it super dark out?
Yeah, dude, it's like the middle of the night for sure.
Okay. Where are
At
we?
least
Are we
close
like,
to it.
you said we're in an alleyway?
Yes.
Yeah, he would definitely push you towards the outskirts of town. Like,
Mhm.
he's already on the outskirts, but he would push you closer to the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will. I'm already like near Bezel, but I'm gonna go up in a way where I'm near Bezel and Hung's, and I want to see if I can like put my hands on their shoulders. Be like, I know we are a strange group, but you've seen what we can do, and if we work together, we can help this place. And I'm gonna put my hands on their shoulders and give them both 300 feet of dark vision.
Holy shit.
Just to kind of give them a glimpse of my power, you know, just kind of be like,
Yeah.
You can see
Yes.
really
the
far.
humble- the humble cleric that we have.
The turtle walks up and puts his hands on you softly, calmly,
hmm
and gives you a glimpse of warmth almost.
I'm just
And you
like,
can-
wow, as I start looking all around me, now that I can see really far, it's like,
do you see?
yeah, a lot.
I'm gonna look right at Bezel and say, okay, I'm just going to believe that you lived your whole life with that in your chest, oblivious to it. Sure. No day ever came that I would believe that I would have done what I did today. But it was rather heroic and incredible, all of you. Even you. And I look at Bezel.
I feel a little, I feel my heart grow a little bit from that compliment.
Like the Grinch?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and use my inspiration on you then. We'll lock it in. We'll
Aw.
lock it in. You got a D8. You can add to some stuff.
D8, dang, dude.
Mhm.
Do you have somewhere we can spend the night?
I do. I have never thought about accommodating this many before.
Roll D20, Hungs, please.
I'm gonna use lucky.
Nice.
Oh my god,
way I'm gonna
please.
let this in.
Thank you.
I can't activate it from here since I don't have my daily, but actually no, I should be able to. Sorry, give me just a moment.
You're fine. You don't have to use it. You just roll again.
Just roll again.
Yeah, you're fine.
Boop.
I want to sit down, but I fucking hate it.
Oh my god.
Again, again, this is what happened. This is what killed Tim.
Digital dice are brutal, man.
This is fucking shit. It's
How
this
did you
shit.
do? This is what.
This is what
Tim.
always
How
happens,
did-
actually.
It happened again. So soon.
Like, this spells death every time it occurs.
Wait, do you get lucky? Do you get lucky for every one rolled?
I think that's only for halflings.
No. I have the lucky
No,
feat.
it's a feat.
Yeah.
Is it for everyone rolled?
No, it has nothing to do with ones. I can just re-roll. Any
Oh,
D20.
lucky. Sorry. I was thinking of halfling luck. Sorry.
Yeah.
Jesus. There is one person you know. You know that if you're trying to lay low, the inn probably isn't the best place to do it. Although they have good drinks, there's a good bar. It's a good place to get information. The inn probably isn't the place to lay low for the night.
Bring it.
But on the streets, knowing what you know, there is one place that no one fucks with. It's Jaina, the
Mhm.
tiefling. She doesn't go out much. She doesn't leave. She dies often. She's in town. It's quite the trek, though.
If we can make it to Jaina, we should have refuge. I don't know what she'll ask in return. It may be steep. I've been preparing for a moment such as this, it seems. I hope I make you proud, Father. I'm kind of like looking at the sky.
Is this Jane a friend?
I'm gonna roll just a d20 and see, if you don't mind, Carl. 50-50. Unless you want her to be my
Friend?
Mhm.
Yeah, roll a d20.
Okay.
It's 2 ones.
That's about the most perfect result I could even plan out. Seriously, is she a friend? You don't know.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
You know she's not an enemy, but you know she's not a friend.
Some days she's a friend, some days she's not. I've tricked her, she has tricked me. It's a very complicated relationship that I'm about to bring you all into.
Is there not an inn in town?
I would say, sorry to interrupt. Sorry, Hungs. I would say that, not to ruin it, versions of hers are a friend.
Ooh, cool.
Other versions of her, not so much.
I wouldn't go that into detail, but they'll see. They'll see. You ask about the inn.
Yeah.
I get you maybe from other places, but the only inn is exactly that. And it is not a place for people looking to hide, if you understand. I did never get to give you a full, true picture of the place. Tell you what. Since now you know who I am, and I pull out the lute and I strum da-da-da-doom. How about I regale you of this beautiful city in a more real way? I have a song to sing.
Great.
He fucking wrote it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Just to help paint the picture, it seems you all are a bit unfamiliar. I'm not going to, I'm just having my lute in my hands. So you've come from far away, not knowing what you'd find. Perhaps a stable place to stay, or a king who is kind. You ignored the putrid smell that hangs in the air. Walked into our little hell like you didn't even care. He's gonna take a strum. Do-do-do-do-doom. So now that you're here, let me make one thing clear. Then he's gonna start playing. It's gonna be like dun 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 dun. Strakmore is the home of misery and despair. When you're here, you're all alone. Not a single rule is fair. Strakmore is the place where slavers go to trade. Make sure you hide your face or you'll become their pay. Hey, Strakmore, Strakmore, king is rotten to the core. Strakmore, Strakmore, kick you in your sack more. You've come to the place of anguish and pain, where there's everything to lose and nothing to gain. Rethink what it means to be poor now that you're in Strakmore. That's it.
I think I was like starting to smile underneath the beak, and then as it went on, I was like confused, and then there were some good rhymes, and I smiled again, but got confused again. So I just give like a really like slow clap to be supportive.
You're like, I'm here for it.
Basil, roll a dexterity saving throw.
It's like a Disney movie.
Your beak falls off during the middle of that.
I'm like very embarrassed, and I try and quickly pick it back up and put it back on.
You do so.
Poor Gilix.
It's been quite some time since I've heard such a well-written.
Kick you in your sack more.
It's wordplay. Come on now, McGooger.
I don't want my sack kicked.
It's.
Well, you shouldn't
man
have
has a
come here.
talent.
But I'm just gonna say thank you. I appreciate your kind words.
I don't have any gold.
He doesn't know what gold is.
I think my stomach rumbles so hard that everyone can hear. And you see Hung's like look down. Oh, I forgot what I was doing. Darn it.
Perhaps we should get moving. Are there more Templars?
Everywhere, yes. But none that are that angry, I hope.
I'm gonna like whisper to Gilix and McGooger, be like, so the inn is out of the question. Not, are we looking to lay low?
We just killed a Templar.
If one of them was that durable, we can't fight an army of them.
They will be looking for whoever killed that one.
How
We
would they
seem
know?
Capable.
You say, how do they know? And Gilix just looks down at the flowers.
Yeah, there's straight up a path leading to exactly where you guys are.
So this is actually convenient because I have a certain item. Noticing that these are coming out. Hopefully this works. I'm going to use my winged boots to hover above the ground and hopefully not have a flower trail following me.
You put your wings of boots on, your flower trail disperses as you hover.
Wow. Good thinking.
You hear people talking in the distance, following the trail, though. For sure.
I look at Hung's. Lead the way.
All right, let's go.
Dana is on the yacht side. It's a trek, and you will have, well, at some point, you'll have to know that a change of attire is required.
Yeah.
Hung, specifically.
Yeah, we got it.
Although in the middle of the night, it's a little less relevant than anything else. Tired, exhausted, some of you fresh from the fight, burned, all that stuff. You begin to make your way across town. You work your way close to the dark. You travel past it. Up a little bit north of it.
We like slow down and look at it again. Hung's just like.
Yeah, exactly. Come on. No.
You travel past this deeping void of nothingness. This almost like you can feel a pull as you travel past it. There's a yearning in your soul to go in, but nobody does. They know. Aura, roll perception, please.
I need a token, please.
You can do it
And
from
roll
your
from
character
your
sheet if you go to your actors.
Hmm.
You can just open your character sheet and do it from there.
Wait, do
Yeah.
I still have dark vision that was given to me?
It
How long
lasts,
does that last?
it lasts for an hour, if I'm not mistaken.
Definitely so.
Oh, I feel like I'd also be really paranoid and just be looking around while we move.
Roll
Just for
perception.
anything.
Yeah.
Here it is. Okay.
Damn, Gora. Bezel. You're paranoid and looking around. Anyways, Gora, you you stare into the darkness. I'm just kidding. Bezel. You're paranoid and looking around. I'm actually going to give you one more chance because of everything you've been through, because of every single, because of the final amount of determination you put in to even be here in the first place, and because it's your first game, I'm going to give you advantage.
Oh,
Roll again, please.
thanks.
16. That's pretty good. Okay. 15. Whatever. Paranoid looking around. You travel past the threshold. You don't even know what that is. You're not from here. You don't travel here very often. It's not your thing. Crossing the main line of traffic, the middle section of town, you notice something. Something you haven't seen in a little while. It's hard to mistake when you hang around with your brother for so long. It's hard to mistake their footsteps. And you see one. It looks perfect. It's shoes that he's worn for a long time. It looks just like his. Whether it's his or not is almost irrelevant, but it's the idea and the spotting of it that kind of gives you pause.
It's just a single shoe just on the ground?
It's hard to make it out between everything else that's on the ground around you. The constant traffic in and out. There's like a mishmash of all sorts of different foot traffic that have been through here. You find one that looks... What's a good way to put this? Here's a personal story. This is a way to put it. And this is kind of outside of game, but this is kind of the feeling that you would get from it. This is the feeling that I got as a DM, as a person. My dad passed away when I was 16. Some years later, a long time ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, I found a bunch of his stuff that I got from him. I opened a box that was his old hunting equipment. He used to smoke Camel cigarettes. The opening of the box, the smell that came out, just like the look that you're getting right now, it nearly made me cry because of the just familiarization of it. And that's a true story. It's that kind of feeling that you're closer than ever. It's like you just know.
I think as soon as I'd think I recognize it. I just like stop in my tracks and like probably look at it for a while to like see if it really could be, and I just start walking towards it.
You break away from the group. Closer and closer. You look down at it. You take a deep breath, and you know. There's no way to officially determine whether it's correct or not, but you know. You're in the right place. Definitely. Sorry, I didn't want to bring the group down too much.
Oh no,
I
Just trying
wanna-
to share what like the exact feeling that I'm thinking about.
Right.
That's
Oh.
a great analogy.
I want to take it and just like hug it, and
You're
probably
like digging it up.
yeah. Wait, is it like in the ground?
It's his footstep. It's like buried. It's kind of like you're gonna go like it's an imprint. into
Oh,
the-
it's not a shoe.
No, not a shoe. Sorry.
Oh,
It's been
okay.
Misconstrued.
Um,
I mean, you can definitely take the dirt with you. I'll allow that for sure.
then
It'd be
well,
real
if
weird, but I
it's
love
a-
it.
If it's a footprint, then I think I would just like I would go on the ground and just get like a really close look at it.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably feel it a bit. I would take my glove off and feel it.
Yeah.
And probably cry a bit and just like look around me, just in hopes that I'd see him somewhere.
You don't see him in this vicinity specifically, but you know that. Just somehow you know. You stand up and, you know, the rest of the group. Bells is crying again.
I want to like mentally remember like where this exact point is in the city. Just in case
okay.
I ever wanted later.
Cool.
Sure.
Gilix
And then-
just shoves Gora in his direction.
Hung, as you motion the group forward, trying to get traction throughout the night. You know you can't linger. The like push forward is definitive. You begin working your way eastward, northeast, passing by the dark. Gora, you've done this before. You peer in, just kind of eyeing as you work your way by. You see this figure, this shape begin to form, motioning you towards it. What do you do?
What kind of emotion is it? Is it like, hey, come on? Or is it like, come on? Like
Motion, imagine like I would say that like for you it's like the idea of Selune is like a light in a dim world, right?
mhm.
You see a vision of her specifically. Something you've never really she's talked to you through conduits. Mostly Gilix. Pretty much always Gilix. It's always Gilix. And
Sorry, ladies.
and even through
Just
that
taken
lens, she's
out.
beautiful, right? Like even through the Gilix lens, she can be made beautiful. Let's move forward. So, and you see a figure, beautiful and shining, within a dark depth of nothingness. You don't know if it's her, but it's something.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna be strong and make a mental note. We gotta go there. I'm not gonna do it right now, but we got to.
That's great. Make a con save. I appreciate your effort, though.
It's like, never mind. We need to go there right now.
Let's see, where is it? How do I do a save from here?
You do it right
check-
from your character sheet.
A check mark? No.
On your character sheet, you
You
should
click the
just be able to
actual
click the score. So you would click
Ah, there it is.
Constitution,
Okay,
and it
got
says ability check or save.
You're just strong enough for her. You know your needs, you know your wants, but you travel forth. I would say that probably Hungs would say something along the way, but I couldn't be sure. But he definitely has a plan, and he pushes you guys forward.
You're like, I will be back when we're prepared.
Okay, 9:42. We got like a good 40 minutes left. Piss break because I have to piss again, and I have no idea why.
Okay.
Sure.
So much beer. Okay,
I can restart
take
my
5 or 3 or whatever, and then reconvene, and then we'll have some fun.
I don't know if the dice hate you or Tim more.
No, the dice only hate me on re-rolling ones. They won't let me change fate. Like, my dice are locked in once they're rolled.
You were meant to have that one.
Yeah, I was. Even though it wasn't one of the most impactful ones, thankfully.
No.
But it's just the game kind of showing me. But my first roll was an at 20, which is awesome. And to resist getting drunk nonetheless. Oh,
Yeah.
is it muting me when I sing loudly? Or just
Like,
during the
So it definitely, like, when you move around, it kind of, the volume varies a good deal.
That's good to know.
But I don't think it, just at like a few parts. I don't think it really muted you though.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that with this mic.
Okay.
Like, it's what direction you're facing on it matters a ton. I got to figure out the optimal one.
There might be a setting on it too to turn it to omnidirectional if it isn't already.
Yeah, definitely is not. Yeah, I'll have to try that.
I like that we're trying to hide and it's just like flower trail. It just makes me laugh. I was like, I tried to look at rules on it. I was like, is there a minimum of one? It doesn't just say. I looked on DnD Beyond. It's like, under Divine Sense at the bottom, it said, you can use this feature 0 times per long rest.
Mm-hmm.
It still gives me a box for it, though. So I guess that's always going to be checked off.
I love that you're gonna be able to do like 100 damage in a turn before you can Divine Sense once.
He's just not very charismatic.
I hope you meet another paladin that like calls you out and is like, yo dude, why is your Divine Sense so broken? What's with this paladin?
And Gilx is just like, what Divine Sense?
Yeah.
I can lay on hands for 5.
Okay. I've been really liking your character so far, Dinor.
Me too.
Thank you. I hope the friendly fire wasn't too bad.
No, it's
No.
fine.
No.
I wasn't expecting
Barely a
it to do so
scratch.
much damage either.
Hey, Ryan's
Okay.
ended a campaign with Friendly Fire before, so
Yeah.
We
Right,
actually
the fact that you can't Divine Sense is like, it's literally one of my favorite moments, like all of a sudden, like ever. It's so fucking perfect, it's not even funny.
I was just telling them because I was looking through the rules stuff and I'm like, it's like it doesn't say minimum of 1, and so I looked to see if like it meant it or if there's an errata, and everything is like, nope, no Divine Sense, and I'm like, cool. And I just love on my character sheet it says you can use this feature 0 times per long rest.
What is it, charisma based? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's charisma based.
Makes total sense, dude. It's so perfect, it's not even funny. It's just so perfect. Okay. Sorry. Okay. You begin working your way across town. You find a building. Let's see. Let's go back to Strakmore just for giggles.
Mhm.
North of like where the dark is. Towards like the edge of like where I should have filled out. Houses are a little more tight packed than that. That's just a generic view. But
Yep.
you find a building that kind of makes Hungs. It makes you like there's a chill, like a cringe almost. That kind of was like you can't help but just like, oh god. There's this elongated building. It's definitely all the buildings you pass so far are either very quaint, like the one you were in before. Most of you were in before, like the one Hungs has. There isn't a lot of room for extra stuff. This building is probably 40 feet past that. It's square, one level. It still shares the same generic scenery. You see the faded wood. You see the rough foundation as you walk up to it. But it's longer than normal. Behind it, and beside it, there's a large graveyard. Kind of all about. There's no rhyme or reason to the grave sites. There are no markings. You just see the holes in the ground. You walk up, Hungs, you knock on the door. You wait a little while. Knock once more. Wait a little while. Knock once more.
I'm beginning
candlelight.
to think...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like he's like, I'm beginning to think this isn't the best idea. And
as soon as you go to turn away,
yeah,
the door opens in front of you. You see a very short, like almost unnaturally short, tiefling in front of you. This brown muted color, these sharp eyes, as this woman stands below you, looking up at most of you. Some of you, she's a little bit taller than. She squints.
Jaina.
You see her look back. She has this muted, kind of hellish skin to her. She looks kind of like searching a memory she doesn't own.
I go to flinch, and I like go to recoil a little bit.
Yes. Yes.
Jaina, like visible sweat, just pouring.
That one
down
almost
her.
lost me. That one almost lost me. That one almost lost me. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come in. Come in.
Yeah. We all.
You begin walking into the one-story building. All you see on one entire side of the wall is casket after casket after casket. Open, empty, completely void. Oh, let me make you a cup of tea. I don't usually expect visitors wait, do I? Yes, I don't expect visitors normally. Come on in.
Very kind of you.
You can begin to trail in, piece by piece. You see her walking to the back of the kitchen. She gets about 3/4 of the way. You see this kind of tattered brown cloth on her body. As Hungs, you kind of cringe just a little bit because you're not really sure. She looks a little worse for wear. As she gets closer and closer, begin walking. Ah, man, I just got some fresh.
No.
As you see this, like her entire body goes stiff as she kneels to the ground and like begins choking. You see spit like pouring over the floor in front of her as she like just reels in pain and agony and fucking dies in front of you on the ground.
Just look at Hung. What's happening?
She did.
I just want to like back up, seeing what happened.
Yeah. Hung says, "It's not over."
Walking from the back room, you see a new version of her. Young, beautiful, walking out, naked. You see her come up, kind of not recognizing you, reaching down, grabbing the cloth off of the body of the previous one, kind of putting it on, and then you see her sit and wait. Oh, yes. And she picks up the body and puts it in one of the empty caskets, leaning up against the wall.
While she's invested in the body, I'm going to cast Disguise Self and look just like Hung's, except he's averting his eyes from the nakedness. But real Hung's is not.
She puts on the old clothes that she saw from before, these rags. And she looks at all of you. What are you doing here?
You invited us in.
Did I now?
For a place to stay. How generous. I can, yeah.
You see her, like, thinking for a second. Ah. Maybe. I don't have many rooms, but, I'm Jaina. I'm new Jaina. It's nice to meet you. She walks around piece by piece, beginning to shake hands. The pleasantries must be, acknowledged.
When she's saying this to the other people, I look at Hungs and go, how often does this happen?
You don't know. I don't think you know. It's more often than they think.
Yeah. That's not important. Right now, we just need to make it through the night.
Okay, you hear like a whistle, kind of like, oh, I was gonna make tea. And she like walks back and like begins putting stuff on.
What just happened?
She fiddles around in the kitchen.
She die and then come back.
I know what you're thinking. She's very attractive. I was thinking it too. But this is the best place that we can stay. We'll be safe here.
She comes back with hot water and tea. Anybody thirsty? Have I already asked?
I just shake my head.
Yes
is
and
thirsty.
no.
Nobody wants tea? I swore I needed tea.
I was incredibly thirsty. I just look at everybody like, oh my god. Just walk up to her and graciously like take the tea. Yeah, try to drink it. It's super hot.
She begins pouring glass by glass. Roll d20, all of you, please. Except for Hungs, sorry.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
The highs and the lows.
Okay. Damn. Cora got under it. Pouring glass by glass, she works her way over to Cora and she begins to pour and she's like, yep, just right here. And she looks straight up at you. The one shall rise again. I'm sorry. Yeah, and she begins to pour. How long will you be staying?
What was that?
What?
I look over at Hungs as I'm like talking to her. I'm like,
What did you say?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I probably should take care of that. And she begins walking over, and you see her pick up the entirety of one of the coffins and walks out the door.
Most of the time, you can just ignore her and you'll be totally safe. Most of the time. I have woken up sometimes to her talking to me, but a small price to pay.
Are we safe here?
The safest place that we can be, and if that terrifies you, it should. You're in Strakmore.
Where are the beds?
Oh my.
There are no beds. Roll perception check, all of you.
Sure.
Looking for a coffin.
I want manuals.
Hell yeah.
Damn. Bezel. Beautiful roll. Gillick says, where's the beds? Bezel, you've been looking, you look around. You don't see any beds specifically. You look up and around, and kind of through a crack there's like, you see a wall. You know this building's longer than it looks in the room that you're in. You see it kind of crease, an opening in a sheet as you look through, and you can't help but notice a golden, which is completely off the charts. Anything gold is impossible, almost, to your eyes. You see a golden sarcophagus deep in the back as you're kind of like looking through. It sits kind of on an angle, like leaned forward just a little bit. You can see the top of it. It's shut. You see a woman, not like the tiefling that's in the area, not this like devilish looking woman. You see this kind of oldish woman, humanoid, with her arms crossed, kind of embedded in gold in the back.
Like, is just the shape of a human, or looks like an actual person?
It looks like a person. It's like looking at the sarcophagus of Tut. Arms folded, gilded in gold. An impossible thing from where you're from.
I think I would just kind of wow at it, and out of amazement, just sort of like point in that direction.
You do so?
You see a bed?
Uh, I'm not quite sure, but there's something really weird over there.
So are we sleeping in the coffins, or is there somewhere else?
We need to hide before she gets back.
Hide. She served us tea.
She's off, Maguga. Did you hear what she said to me?
I was not listening.
Said something about he will rise again or something.
She says stuff like that all the time. Quit reading into everything. I'm gonna climb up to the crack that he said that there was something weird in there. I've been here so many times. What is in here? And I like put my eyeball up to the crack.
You look through the like draped cloth that leads to the back room, something you've never really worried about before. And you look into the back and you see a bunch of lit candles in a large circle, kind of dripping wax onto the floor, almost like magnetism. Every drip of wax works its way towards the center of the room. There's this buildup of wax on a large gold sarcophagus.
Can I roll something to identify this from my teaching?
Yeah, like sanity. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah.
I already have a d20 queued up.
Roll D100, please.
A real sanity roll. That's not correct.
Not correct?
Mm-hmm.
What's correct?
Never mind. The dice on my screen showed something different than what is popping up here.
It's what matters is what shows up in the chat.
Yeah.
Sometimes they roll on it and then they still move.
I see.
It's just the physics engine failing to match the roll.
Okay.
I would say
It's good for D&D though.
Okay.
I don't want to go down that road. I would say that it's bringing back memories from a previous time where you might have seen it, but you blocked it out. There's other things to worry about, maybe, or you just, you need connections around the city. She's knowledgeable in a lot of things, and you overlook some things, whether subconsciously or active.
Yep, for survival.
You see it. You process it for the first time. How about that?
What's back there?
I turn around. I've made a terrible mistake. We are not safe. We should run.
He walks in the front. She's like, you see dirt on all of her hands. On her hands.
She has 20 hands.
And
all
she
of a
walks
sudden.
in. Oh, I don't have beds. I'm so sorry. I don't. Do I expect visitors? Do I expect visitors? You can sleep on the floor. Yeah, I see bedrolls.
Sure.
I'm going to walk up to Gilix and kind of like, I'm going to try to get between Gilix and Maguga. Like, and just be like, hold me, protect me.
And I'm going to be behind Hung.
Hell yeah. The kids are just going to huddle.
Just holding his leg.
Yeah.
Well, if he's in between us, I'm going to push Hung's more in the direction of Maguga.
Like enveloped in hair.
Gore's just watching this.
I'm gonna wait till she leaves again.
He's about to go to bed. I'm terribly sorry. You know, we need your
will
beauty sleep.
find arrangements. Thank you.
Yes. You feel free to sleep anywhere on the floor. There. This is. You're safe here for sure.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
She walks up and she begins like slowly, piece by piece, like dousing some of the candles. And Hung's, you would see little by little. You didn't notice it before, but when she walks up to some of the candles around the room, you look at them, and the wax is on, draining down the candle on the floor, and we're trying to work its way back towards the back. The lights start to go out one by one in the place. Sleep, sweet. Hung's. I don't know anyone else's name. I probably should have asked.
I am Gora, thank you.
Nice to meet you. Get away from the dark. Gilix. Yeah, the other one's mute.
Oh, thought you were saying something to him.
Yes, they're terribly mute. Hunks just squeaks out.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend. I'll turn it for the evening. And she douses the last candle as the lights in the place go dark, and you're in a room full of coffins and hard floor. You hear a curtain move as she works her way into the back. You see the light come in the room. And she quickly closes it as you see a flash of a gold sarcophagus. You hear the slow movements, bit by bit, metal against metal. And then silence.
Yeah, Gilix isn't a good read of people, but this like look on Hung's is a bit familiar. It's almost to the Gith Yankee, it's like defeat. And
Gora says,
I just look at Hung's and I go, steel yourself. Do not let your mind wander. And sleep.
Hunks has had a lot of teachers and a lot of people who have given wisdom down to him, and typically it falls on deaf ears. But you really struck a chord with him today, and you see that he like looks up at you and he says, "Yeah, yes, whatever you say. Okay."
If we are to stay here tonight, everyone huddle up. Come with me to the corner. Please.
I go,
Do you wish a barricade?
I have no need for wishing.
I can make it so.
and if everybody wants to come with me,
yeah,
you can do a barricade if you want. That's cool.
Sure. Yeah, I'll build a little like encampment out of coffins.
Okay. Within this encampment of coffins,
Facing outwards, right? So like
I will cast Liamon's tiny hut.
ooh,
Nice. That's new.
She's gonna be so confused when she dies again and wakes up to this.
So I'll cast it in here just so everybody can know what it does if they don't know.
good take. Good take.
Isn't like that in like Impervious, basically? It's like a pocket dimension almost.
Yeah, it's like a bubble.
Yeah. So anyone who's under it when I cast it can move freely in and out, but things can't enter it.
Or exit,
And
right?
it lasts for 8 hours.
It's so funny you have Liamon's tiny hut and we're like, let's find a safe place to stay, and we like put ourselves in a dangerous place and then hut up.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I get to choose what it looks like. It just says it's opaque, but inside
I
I
hope it looks
can-
like the moon on the outside.
it's comfortable and dry, and I can make it dim or lit or dark.
So change the lighting. Do you go?
So I want to try to make it like not too obvious in the room, if that's a possibility.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Even though there's a thing of coffins now.
Straight up impossible.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. No, you don't get to make a tent in the middle of somebody's house and make it impervious to like view.
Got it.
Yeah, I was thinking like it would make us very visible in the public if we just made
For
it
sure.
outside.
Yeah.
There'd just be like a Templar going like doom 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 in the middle of the night.
You guys bed down for the evening in an impervious hut, and you get a long rest in. Those of you asleep, bed down. Is there anything you guys like to discuss before the evening's over?
Yeah. I'm gonna specifically look at Gora and Magooger less so, because this talk was, I guess, back when he was just Bugbear. I look at Gora. Do you remember Marion? I believe it was Marion. Perhaps M told us.
Marion. You'll have to refresh my memory.
The vampire who Mantor was desperate to get to bite him.
Yes.
I believe he told us something about Strakmore, about them wielding dark magic.
I pray we are safe in this dome.
Hungs.
Yes.
Do you know anything about the magic?
You called it dark. You might be selling it a bit short. The darkest magic.
Yes, well, it was called dark by a dark being.
I don't know much about it personally. I've just seen it. Seldomly, but more in the Templars.
You can roll history if you feel like it,
Sure. Exactly how much I've seen.
or Arcana because you are so inclined as a magic user.
Absolutely. Let's see what I got.
Would I even know what a vampire is? Is that like a common thing?
No, not really. Not around here.
I think we only know because
You can roll history on that as well if you'd
Marion
like to.
told us. And from looking at the Templar when I destroyed it, was it essentially, could Gilix have figured out if it was just kind of like animated armor?
Animated is kind of like, it's kind of a weird way to put it because
Yeah, and that's why I was wondering if it was different.
it probably felt different to you than just like any kind of possessive suit.
Yeah,
Almost in the way that graviturgy is on the world, this is also different. It's like a school that you're unaware of, is probably the best way to put it. In all the worlds and all the places that you traveled. Hungs, you would know that the same... It feels completely reverse from how you feel when you... From how you... Like the inkling that you get from Gilix as he walks, as the plants sprout around him. It's like a desecration of life.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything's taken away.
It is an entropy, so to speak, something that is siphoning, sucking. Very malicious feeling. That's about all I know.
an entropy.
Actually, Gilix, you would have maybe a little bit of sense to it. It's a lot like when Centrix came through. They use the same...
Centrix, or is it Citrix, or?
Yeah,
It was
sorry.
Citrix, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
When
Yeah, I just
they
wanna
came
make sure.
through...
Yeah.
No, you're right. when he came through. It felt a lot like that. They dabble in the same dark magic. Sorry.
This is the magic that the king uses.
I can only assume. I haven't
Then we
seen
will
personally.
slay him.
You're not that crazy, I know it. No way.
You have no idea.
You said it yourself. We only just met us.
Aslo, you would have seen it firsthand, up close, personal. You saw the desecration that he brings, closer than, honestly, most people in the lower city. No one gets that close to Flynn. No one does.
But I wouldn't have known who that was, right?
You would not have known who it was, but it's like, imagine describing a unicorn to somebody for the first time, and then describing, like, those features are defined, right? They're very definite. If you say, I saw this, creature of X type with a horn, it'd be impossible to mistake it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can put two and two together. I don't think it'd be that unreasonable for you to.
So, I just, this whole time I sort of felt kind of socially awkward here. Like, I don't know if I should say something or not. Kind of like still instinctively lay low, but I'm like, so you asked me earlier what that thing wanted with me? I think it's related to something you guys are talking about. There was this really scary looking guy. You said he was floating, right?
Eventually, yes.
And he was like floating and turning everything to this weird dark stuff.
You saw King Flynn? I don't believe it. I'm gonna make an insight. That I literally,
yeah.
I do not believe
Reasonable.
that at all.
Yeah, reasonable.
I mean, you saying that sort of makes me I guess a little scared because it's like you think I'm a liar.
Well, I mean, just because you say something doesn't mean people can take it at face value, right? So even if you are telling the truth, that doesn't mean somebody should believe
Yeah,
you.
right. But I'm just saying, because he seems almost like I betrayed him, and I'm like a little scared now, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you also could not know what you're talking about as well. A truer truth has never been told.
And I get that. And like
His description of him it's undeniable.
You see this jovial, chunky dude just kind of laughing and just stops dead. You saw King Flynn.
I don't really know. I'm not really sure who that is, but
Describe them.
Did you have any contact?
he never touched me, right? He just sort of
definitely
like
does too.
got really close to me. Oh, yes. He
I would
was.
say he touched you on the shoulder, and it almost feels like his hand is still on you. Like you kind of feel it. You can almost feel every knuckle he has.
I think I just sort of rub my shoulder to try and like get that feeling off.
Yeah, you
And
like pull back like a little bit of you begin to feel it, and you like pull back a little bit of the top of your. Are you wearing armor or are you wearing cloth?
Just like cloth.
Like a robe. You begin
Yeah.
to peel back just a little bit, and you see these elongated like finger marks on the top of your shoulder.
I think I see those and I start to freak out a little bit. I'm like, yeah, yeah.
Cora,
said-
calm him down again.
Hungs, is this unheard of?
That would be real easy for me to know. I would imagine that's unheard of.
Unheard of, yeah, sure.
I don't see any reason why he would be, you know, out and about like that. So yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not completely. I will tell you this: if he's out, there's a reason.
Like, I'm saying, like,
Like-
for him to be touching people and them, like, living, like, all that.
I don't know. You wouldn't know. No one would know that.
Yeah.
Right.
The-
If he wants somebody, he might like. I think that Hungs, you can reasonably assume that the fact that he's alive and you're actually talking to him, or maybe not even alive, but the fact that he's here is impossible, right? Like, there's just no way. But you know that he's telling the truth, and you know that everything's on the up and up.
Honestly, the way that Hungs puts this together in his mind is the single thing that keeps him from leaving this party in this moment right now. Because I could not think of why he would want to fuck with the king, because he definitely doesn't. But here's the thing: he knows that that wasn't a lie, but he oh shit, I just lost the reasoning. I forgot where I was going with that.
Well, see you later.
Yeah, bye. This is the single reason I'm gonna stick around.
Fuck this.
No, he knows. Oh yeah, that was it. Thank you. You brought me back. The King Flynn can't be looking for him, because otherwise he would be gone. So that is actually going to put me at ease. If you saw the king and you're still here, you're not useful. You're not any part of what he wants or needs, because we would not be seeing you.
Hungs.
I think he said he wanted me, and that big scary metal thing was like coming after me. That's when you guys helped me.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
you probably crawled some like 800 yards. You just don't even know it, right? You crawled further than anyone's ever crawled in their life. You crab walked the fuck out of there, like just being like slowly chased because it had no reason to fear you. It
Dude, I
knew
can
that it was
just
gonna get you.
imagine it's like this scary movie, but it's just like a 10-minute scene of like just going down one hallway or something.
Yes. Yeah, you know he wants you.
Well, I guess while we're talking about this guy, I want to pull out the sort of tattered piece of cloth that I have with like the symbol, and I want to present it to them on the floor. Does this have anything to do with it? And it's like a black piece of cloth with like a black lotus head. Right? Is that how you describe it?
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
Oh, it's graded.
Hungs, I'll let everyone else roll history or whatever they want to do.
Yeah,
Hungs, I
gonna
have
ask
something
him.
for you.
Here. What is the? What are
It
the
looks like a lotus on a piece of cloth.
It's deep.
I'm gonna give myself guidance because I earned it. Okay, hold on.
Can you give yourself guidance?
I don't know.
My
Hold on.
brain? Remember more.
Dude, learn your class.
It just says one willing creature. I'm willing.
That's so funny.
It's a boar.
Uh-huh.
17.
Oh boy, that's really interesting, actually. It's a good way to put this. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Laura. Okay, that's fine. Gora. You do recognize it. The lotus is a symbol, from what you would know, of a high-ranking figure of priests in your order. Hungs
Did you say in his order?
in your order. The ones who serve Selune. It's given to those who show the most dedication, the most resilience. It's like a mark of honor, like a badge in a way. Hungs. The cloth he puts down in front of you is a group that's kind of shady. There are mentions, people here and there. They don't work in slave trade. You're not quite sure. But the group is called Duplicity. And it's the mark they wear. But I don't know. Actually, roll history for me. Why not? Give it a shot.
Okay.
Do you say duplicity?
I'm gonna
You're
use
not quite
lucky.
sure.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
there you go.
I'm gonna
Let's go.
use lucky. You know,
No, it.
I'm not gonna be like a star. Never use lucky. Alright, so. This doesn't make any sense to me. Done.
Wait, did you luck into a natural one again?
Yes, dude, yes.
I think you took on the role of Tim when he left.
I can't use lucky. I need to unlearn the feat.
Okay, I'll give you the very baseline stuff that would be. Taking your background into account, the stuff that would be extremely top level. It's a group that deals in trade. That is the mark they wear, and they don't deal in slave trade. I would say the only thing you know is that the only thing you know is they have connections both in and out of the palace. That's very baseline what you would have overheard in any conversation in the city ever.
So where did you get this?
It was kind of far away from here, just in the wilds. I think the person that had this is the one that took my brother and our friends. And I was hoping you guys could help me find them, please, maybe. Please.
They were wearing this, or Is this like a piece of someone's cloak, or is it like an insignia that was given to them, or like, no?
It's all you would know is it's a tattered piece of cloth. You can't. I mean, distinguishing it between what part of a robe or something it came from, it'd be really hard to do.
The only thing I know about this symbol is that it's a great honor as a follower of Selune to have this. Someone of that stature would not do something like that.
The group's name is Duplicity. And they are not known for slave trade.
Well, perhaps they wanted his friends for the same reason your king wanted him.
Surely it must be something to do with his chest eye.
As you say
have
that,
no
I kind of
doubt.
want to like back up a little bit.
Yes, do keep that shut.
Yeah, if he lets that out in this tiny hut.
Yeah, you guys are goners if that's the case.
We can get out. Hmm.
The thing inside of me, it's I don't think you guys would want it.
No,
Yes, but he does.
unless he's after you for a different reason.
This late night evening questioning. You're Bezel. You're a frantic, easily frightened individual, from what I can tell. Your nerves, quite often from the looks of it, get the best of you. It's like the blood pressure is rising. Everyone's looking at you, looking for answers, looking for something. You can't take it, whether you want to or not. Often people with high anxiety can't do anything about it. You can feel the tension in your chest begin to grow, and then it
I want to
slowly
grab at
shifts.
it.
You feel the tension, you put your arm up against it, and the eye in your belly begins to open.
Oh no, that's the exact opposite of what I said.
And that's where I end today's session.
Oh my god. Hell yeah. Good one.
Good stuff.
Setting more fires. Alright.
You guys are in the hut, you're fine. Everything's fine.
Just
The
gonna try and
hut's
like
supposed to
slam him
protect us,
down on
right?
the ground.
Yeah, unless you're inside it. It's like taking a dragon into the hut with you and being like, we're fine, right? That's okay.
You can leave.
Good job. Dinar, welcome to the party. Hope you had
Thanks.
fun.
There will be much more friendly fire, probably. Hopefully not.
I guess we'll see.
That's the best way to bring somebody in, is make them shoot their teammates.
I love you
No,
guys.
great job, guys. You guys kick some fucking ass. Gain levels where it might be useful. I don't know. Even though you can't.
I got more health and 5 hit points of lay on hands.
There you go. There you go. Great job, guys. For real. For real.
It's like, Gilix, you
That was
are
fun.
now my chosen warrior. It's like, here's some divine power. It was like, what?
This?
Dude, yeah. You're like Stu's having flashbacks.
Yeah. Your dad's a little nicer than the one I had. Maybe.
Your story.
Yeah, and all I did was trash talk them.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Although I did give them one compliment. I said that maybe they weren't so useless.
Hong's amazing job, by the way.
Thank you.
Seriously,
The song was really funny.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
that was amazing.
Good.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
All right.
It really did just bring me back to
And-
Disney, but like cursed mode.
I love that Dinor made basically made Morty, which I love.
I noticed that too.
It goes a couple times. It's like, oh, jeez. Nice.
I love you
Yeah,
guys.
and-
Have a good
yeah,
night.
now let me know if